What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's excited. I sure am. We've got a lot to discuss tonight. I'm going to try and work my way through the chat as much as I can. I've got a great panel tonight. The idea behind this was to get people with different opinions. We're all adults here, so no matter what's said, we're not going to get heated. There was some technical difficulties. I guess Instagram has been acting up, so the stream wasn't the link. I sent the wrong one. It was just a nightmare. But I'm always screwing up. But yes, I'm excited about tonight. And with that being said, let me go ahead and get my first guest in here. We got Tim Talks Talkies, my right-hand man. Hopefully the internet doesn't act up tonight, Tim.
No, but do you have the stream going on your side?
Yeah. My right-hand man. Hopefully
the internet doesn't do you hear an echo, or is it just me?
I do hear an echo.
Going on your side?
I don't know what the heck.
Do you hear an echo, or is it just me?
I don't know why there's an echo. Jeez.
I think we're okay. I don't have it going otherwise. But hi.
I don't know why there's an echo. Yeah, that sounds terrible. I hope. Let me see here.
I don't have it going otherwise. But
Echo, echo, echo. Yeah, I don't know what the heck would be going on. Let me try and remove myself and see if I can come back in. Echo, echo, echo. Yeah, I don't know what the heck is going on. Let me try and remove myself and see if I can come back.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Hello, though. Welcome to the State of Physical Media. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Welcome to the State of Physical Media.
Terrible. Oh, geez. All right, we'll try and figure it out. Pops, what's going on, man?
I can hear you over the echo. What was that? Yeah, doing good, man.
I don't know what the heck's going on. I don't know what to do. Tim, any recommendations here?
Close your entire browser down. Close all your browsers down and just open this back up.
I don't know what to do, Tim. On my end, I'm not going to end the stream here.
Well, we're in the stream. The stream is live. You can leave the stream and then come back.
Yeah, I know. Let me see if that works on my end. All right.
Well, we're in the stream. The stream is live. You can leave the stream and then come back. I mean, it's not.
I think it's you, Tim. Yeah, Tim, it's on your end.
I have nothing going. I mean, it's not.
I think it's you, Tim. Yeah, Tim, it's on your end.
I have nothing going. I mean, how when I wasn't even in the stream when Bob first started? It was echoing when he was talking alone on the screen.
I don't know. As soon as you muted I stopped hearing it.
All right. Yeah, I wasn't on YouTube, I swear. All right, let's get Tony in here. What's going on, Tony?
You don't want to hear me twice.
Oh, geez. No, I think I fixed it.
No, it's because Tim's muted. I think that's the reason why you don't hear the echo.
No, I think I fixed it. Let's see. Unmute mic. Can't unmute your guest because they chose to mute themselves, it says.
Yeah, no, I was. It was still going when I was muted. It's not me.
No, I think we got it.
Yeah, no, I was. It was still going when I was muted. It's not me.
No, I think we got it. I might. Okay. I don't know. I think it's still happening, isn't it?
I'll leave and return. I have no stream going, but I will be back.
I don't know. I might have to create a new stream if this is going to keep happening.
So no more echoes?
I don't have an echo.
I don't
have an echo when Tim left.
Yeah.
Was it Tim here?
He's got to have something.
I stopped hearing it. I don't know. He said he had nothing else open.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know how the live's going out to everybody else, but on my end, when Tim was muted, there was no echo. And now that he's gone, there's no echo.
Right.
Let's see if we can fix it with Tim.
Dude, I had no other stream going. It makes zero sense. The only place I'm watching it is here, which I do. How many streams? I don't get it, but
it's working now. Nobody talk about it anymore.
We're good. Oh my goodness.
I give up. I don't know. What a start.
What a great start.
What a terrible start.
I hope everybody heard everything twice.
Yes, I don't know.
Oh, what a nightmare. I'm sorry. Tim, you had me all thinking it was me.
I still don't know how it was me. It doesn't make sense. This isn't my first stream.
I know. It's none of our first streams. I don't know.
My second, and it's not me. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this might be my last.
I wouldn't have come back, Tim. I don't know why.
Tony
You
said it's your
shouldn't put up
last
with this.
stream,
You should not
Tony.
put up with this.
Tony's
Oh my
done.
god.
Tony's done with this. He's over it. He's like, no, I can't take this crap.
He's
All
like,
right,
we got some alphabetizing to do. Can we please get this over with?
let's go ahead. You know what? And I lost the chat too as I left, and I came back, so my comments are gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and start from where this is. Mizzy's in here saying same. We got Marja saying, Sean, go for it. I don't even know where to start. Hey, everyone.
Hey, Holland.
Alan, appreciate you being here.
Hello.
Walter Jones.
What's going on?
Tim, hey, guys, we may be a few minutes late. Yeah. And now we have technical difficulties. So no problem, Tim. Thank you for telling us. I might set it up. Walter Jonesing. Let's see. Video Gizmos here. Appreciate you stopping by.
What's up, Gizmo?
Put your pants on, Gizmo.
Fish says, all right, everyone. First,
Wow. There's a backstory on that.
Gears. Real funny. Adam the Movie Hunter is here. What's going on? Hello, everyone. I heard there would be snacks. Is there snacks? Who's providing snacks?
Where's the snacks?
I hope
I got
somebody's
Pepsi.
snacks.
That's about as snack as I get.
I've got
All right.
tea.
Wow, the
That's
stream
all I
world is exploding tonight. Yeah, exploding and terrible start to this. Oh my goodness. I'm just glad it happened in the beginning, not the middle or end. Sub party people, this is a killer lineup, Bob. Harsha, go to bed. Tim, echo. Hey, Tim. Hi, Tim. One of you has a tab open somewhere that happens a lot. Look for a tab. Yeah, I'm not sure. I have no idea. But anyways,
I had no other tab. I don't know.
Tim take over. Yeah, that's awesome. You know, now that I know you can edit the beginning of live streams, maybe I'll just edit that crap out.
Oh, don't leave it. You got to leave the whole thing.
That's gold.
Yeah,
It's authentic.
It
Oh,
happens
yeah.
having too many
Yeah.
browser tabs open. Yeah, I had like 2 open, I think. I'll take blame. It was probably something to do with me.
That is proof this is live and not pre-recorded.
Yeah,
That's right.
I need your expertise. Yes. What in the Bubba Hotep is this mess? Just stopping to say hi, going to watch Screen 5, but I'll catch the replay. Thanks.
This is for Ken. All for you, Ken.
Oh my
He's in here somewhere.
the curse of the Hotep.
There we go.
That's where he is. Yep. Jay Fox. I know Caprice loves Jay Fox. Gus is in the house. All right.
Tim
What's up,
Echoes.
Gus?
Tiana, Tim Echoes, Tiana's here. Oh, geez, such an amazing panel. If we could get it to work, right? Already got Tim's blood boiling. Not good. It said it's not Tim. The echo is still here for us when Tim left. Oh, well, hopefully it's all fixed now. We don't hear it, so I think we're good. Brad's in the house, right? That's Brad, right?
No, that's,
That's Dirk.
That's
That's
Dirk.
Dirk.
That's Dirk. All right, my
Yep.
bad. Did Brad and
What's going on,
Dirk's mixed up? What's going on, Dirk? Hi, Goose. Hey, Mizzy. All right, so it sounds like we're good. So let's go ahead and get started. So we've got a lot of topics to discuss. I do apologize for the technical difficulties in the beginning there. Rough start to it. But yeah, so we got a lot of topics to discuss. I got a couple questions that were sent in. Go ahead and feel free to ask some questions. And then I got a video sent in. And we're going to cover a story post that has been making the rounds on Instagram. So let's go ahead and get into the questions that were sent over on Instagram. So we got Hard Copy Blue said, if AK ever I love this question too. If AK ever becomes a prominent form of physical media, are you guys in?
I don't think it will happen, but if in a theoretical world it did, yes, I am.
You're
I'm
in.
a sucker. Yeah.
Wow, I'm out. No, I'm done with this. Like we went through VHS, Pops. We were talking about this in the stream, all of us are in the chat. VHS to DVD to Blu-ray to 4K. So that's 4 formats, and some did laser discs. So
Yeah, I would like to say no, I would be out, but I know myself. As soon as they release Rocky in 8K, and you know, also all these other movies I love, yeah, I'm in. Yeah, I'll have 5, then I'll have 10, then I'll have 30. I mean, that's just how it works.
yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, it better not happen.
Yeah, but
That's all that shit behind Tony.
I don't think it will. I don't think it will.
I don't see it. I think 4K is the final format. I think that's it. But in a theoretical world, I couldn't walk into a store or actually see like Orbit DVD put up these new 8K movies and be like, well, shit, my 4K is now twice as bad as this 8K. I want the 8K.
Yeah,
I'm a sucker.
waiting.
I don't know.
I'm just super ultra HD, 8K, super ultra HD. You know, put the super in front of it.
Yeah.
I did just buy an 8K TV.
You can look.
I have an 8K TV,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm ready. If it happens, I'm ready.
You got the jump start.
I've always been an early adopter, though. Like, I was in on Blu-ray day one. I had a PlayStation right away, so I had a Blu-ray player right away too. 4K TVs, I was in on those right away. So, well, right away when they came to like real people affordable, not the $15,000-$20,000 TVs. But yeah, I'm an early adopter. So
Yeah. Same
Did
here.
you just sit back and watch the Blu-ray versus HD DVD, or did you go straight Blu-ray as soon as it happened?
No, I bought both formats to start. And then I actually started leaning more HD DVD, and my collection was probably 4 times larger in HD DVD.
A lot of people did.
The day it got announced that HD DVD was done, I took all those things to FYE and sold them before they dropped in price.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think 8K is going to happen personally. I think, especially with the way they talk about how much 4Ks cost to make, I don't see that happening, but I'm actually kind of hoping.
Oh, it's not just that. And plus, I mean, DVD still outsells Blu-ray and 4K. So, I mean, why introduce an even more expensive format?
Yeah, no, there's no, and especially, I wonder what the separating thing would be. Like 4K looks better than Blu-ray, but a big part of it is HDR. So what other kind of gimmicky thing would they add to 8K to make it stand out?
They'd find something.
HDR too.
HDR
too. I mean, yeah, they'll have something.
Yeah. Oh, geez. All right, let's keep going here. We got Helen Oates saying, "Yeah, the movie Hunter let these guys know about the 8K wave coming." Yeah, he had a guy. He was doing a thrift, the swap meet, and this guy was like, "4Ks, they're done making them. It went out of print," and it was just hilarious because Adam was like, "Oh, really? What happened?" And he was just, being a nice guy. I don't think I could play along. I would have to be like, "Dude, Rocky's coming out tomorrow." But you got to be nice. So let's get into the next one here. We got Movie Buff Grant says, "What streaming movies coming to physical media are you most excited for?"
Oh, I would need a list.
All Quiet on the Western Front comes out at the end of the month.
Yep, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You see that yet? Who's putting that out? Is it MPI Media Group?
Yeah, that's it, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And it's on 4K too, I believe, right?
Yeah. In a media book, it's nice.
Yes, it is.
And now, Tony, I know you grabbed Christmas Bloody Christmas from Orbit DVD on 4K. Did you get the RLJE Blu-ray too then?
Mm-hmm. Still waiting on it to arrive though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now, did you watch the 4K or no?
That one I didn't watch that one this past holiday season. I think it came in afterwards. Yeah. So I did not watch that one.
Okay. Did anybody else get the 4K of that?
No, I didn't.
No. I'm very selective with my 4K. Not what I'm getting.
Yeah. I'm not a big into like the media books overseas because I never know about the transfers and the quality. I can't read German anyways.
But they're so pretty.
They are.
Yeah.
The artwork gets you, man. The artwork.
Puffy. They're puffy. Some of them are puffy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The soft covers. I love those
ones.
That's one of those nice German media books.
Yeah.
This thing is so nice. This thing doesn't have a domestic Blu-ray either, so I
got the entire Toxic Avenger media book set. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I got the Hitcher media book.
Oh, that's
one I have. I had that one. I sold it when they announced that Second Sight.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that Hitcher from Second Sight. I hope they go big, go big or go home.
They always do. They're probably the best one right now with doing the packaging and all the. Even the transfers are fantastic. So they've been working on it for a while. So that's going to be just a banger. Yeah,
and I think they were working on it with somebody, either the producer or director or somebody had their hands on it. So it's always good to see. Let's see here. Okay, another question we got from Dave May says, "What horror movies do you think will come to 4K later this year?"
The new Scream movie.
I was thinking,
good.
Yeah.
What has an anniversary or what has a new movie coming out in the franchise? A lot of that stuff will come, whatever the hell it is.
I cross my fingers every year for Nightmare on Elm Street complete
Oh
set.
man, wouldn't that be amazing?
Oh, yeah, me too. I think the Rob Zombie Halloweens will go to 4K this year. I think either through Scream Factory or somebody else.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
And the box sets definitely dropped in price ever since the first 8 came to 4K from Scream Factory. Yeah. That box set was very expensive. And Tim, I know you just found it for a good price. Oh
yeah,
Blu-ray hunting. So
I don't remember. It's somewhere in here, but yeah, I paid I got it for free because I had store credit. So, but it was
that's always beautiful. I love that so much.
100. They had it for 120, I think, which is a good price on it, anyways.
All right. Next question here comes from Vicky. What Warner Brother movies do you think could get a Blu-ray release?
The Devils.
Ooh.
Never.
Kind of thing. What Warner Brothers owns? Tim, I feel like this is more your wheelhouse. Help us out here.
Well, I need some top Warner Brothers titles.
Those big old sets that are coming out. I know that they're Blu-ray here in the States, but the UK is getting all of those Warner Brothers 4K releases.
25 out of the 100, right?
Yeah, and all of them except for 2 already have 4Ks here. Mm-hmm. Only things exclusive to that is East of Eden and Rio Bravo, is it? Or I don't know what the other one is.
I'm just excited for Rebel Without a Cause in 4K, and I've been holding off. Tim, we had this conversation. I've been trying not to rewatch it because I'm waiting for the 4K. So,
yeah,
it's not easy. Last night I rewatched Menace to Society, and I don't have the 4K, so I'm like, but I just wanted to rewatch it, so I went ahead and did it. But it's there's a 4K out there, and you're gonna get it, and you watch it on Blu-ray. You're like, well, I'm not gonna rewatch it again in 3 months. Some people do. I wait because there's so many movies I haven't seen already, so I got to try and get around to other stuff. So I don't rewatch a ton of stuff that often.
Yeah, I try not to.
Yeah. I just ran into that essentially with Rocky. I ordered the 4 Rocky Steelbooks, which I don't know why they put them out at 4 separate weeks. I would have rather just here's all the Rocky Steelbooks. But
I didn't understand that at all.
And I watched the first Rocky, and I'm like, damn, I want to watch the second one now. And this is before the second one came to Steelbook, and I had the collection on Blu-ray. But I'm like, if I watch the second on Blu-ray, I will not pop that 4K in anytime soon.
Yeah.
But now that I have the second, I have to wait until the third one comes out next week, and then the fourth one. It's like, what the hell? Why did they do this? Stupid.
Yeah.
Try to keep coming back to the store. That's why.
That's right.
Make it relevant for longer, I guess.
Yeah. Let's keep going here. We got, if you could be the lead actor in a film, what would it be? That comes from Lady Thornblood over on Chuck's channel.
Wolf of Wall Street. There's a Wolf of Wall Street.
Short Circuit 2.
I'll go with The Girl Next Door so I could act with Alicia Cuthbert in her prime, please.
You know what's funny? For what I'm going to talk about later, I literally have the DVD right here.
I would love to star alongside her any day of the week in 2004.
Yeah.
Cody knows what I'm talking about. What about you, Tony? Still thinking up there?
Yeah, I can't think of any. I can't think of any movie that I'd want to be in.
How about you, Pops?
Obviously not the lead, but I would like to be in Wonder Woman. Just hang out with Gal Gadot. That's my gal. So that's the best I can think of. First thing popped in my head. Shows how twisted I am. So yeah. I'm obviously not going to wear the costume, but I'll be like the second lead. How about that?
And then the last question here is going to be: if you could choose a director to direct your horror script, who would you pick? Tony, you got one?
I was thinking about that one.
Ooh.
I would. Kubrick. Wes Craven's no longer alive, but I would choose Wes Craven just because he's my favorite horror director, and I think he directed, some good stuff like Scream and Nightmare on Elm Street.
I like Fulci, so I'd have to go with something with Fulci.
That's a good choice. Tim, I know horror is not your go-to. Do you got one?
I feel like you should already know it. It's Raimi.
Yeah.
I was going to say Sam Raimi, yeah. I almost said Eli Roth for a second.
No, not Eli Roth. Oh, my Lord, no.
I think James Wan does a good job with horror films. I think James Wan.
Yeah, James Wan would be
put me in the Conjuring universe. I can go up against Annabelle.
There you go.
Let's see here. I'm gonna catch up on the chat, trying my best here. So yeah, Ken is saying for Tony's wife's sake, I hope it doesn't. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but it's still funny.
About 8K, that's what he's talking
about the media going to 8K.
Oh yeah.
Hey Benicio, what's up? That's hilarious. I could hear the fear in Tony. It better not happen. Yes, Ken. AK comes in hot pink cases. Oh my goodness.
And they're $75 a piece.
Yeah.
Especially
after 4K would happen, it would have to be holograms on shit for me to upgrade. I'll tell you what, too, with how much 8K would cost to make there, and how much Blue Underground and Severin's already charging 50, 45. We're looking at what, 60, like you said, $75 price tags for 8K if it happens.
Probably.
At least.
Yeah.
But think of your favorite movie though. Like I couldn't walk into
Best Buy. I don't
know. 8K Jurassic Park sitting there. I couldn't not buy that.
What's the color case? Pink, like Gus said. I wouldn't buy 8K. 4K is the last physical media format I will collect, and I don't really even think 8K is going to be a viable option for physical media. I agree. Gus, that's funny. Gus is laughing here. That baffles me. People still watching crappy DVD. Yeah, and this guy said he's done buying Blu-ray. Gus did. Called out Mill Creek's transfers the other day. What if Cats was the first 8K? Ultra HDR, Super Deluxe. I'm surprised DVDs sell more than Blu-rays. It does blow my mind that DVDs still sell more than Blu-rays.
It doesn't to me because most average people don't give a shit.
Yeah,
yeah, we're a niche market for sure.
They always say like, DVD outsells Blu-ray. Like, show me the person still collecting DVD, and there's nobody there. So like, I don't know where the hell they get that stat from, but
it's all the grandmas and grandpas and all the older generation that are not really collectors. They go to Walmart to get groceries and pick up Chuck Norris on DVD, his latest movie, or whatever. You know.
So I've seen this firsthand, and it blew my mind. I'm at Target, and have you ever seen the occasional weird sale where the Blu-ray will be cheaper than the DVD for the same movie?
Yeah.
I saw the combo pack for a movie was priced like $3 less than just the DVD, and the person picked up the DVD copy and put it in their cart and went away. I'm like, you just paid more to get less. It baffled me. It made no sense.
I hate the combo pack, DVD plus Blu-ray plus 4K plus digital in those bootleg type of cases that Walmart has. Terrible. And it's so much I'm writing on it. Tony rubbed off on Caprice here. I'm starting to love media books. I've got a small collection started, and unfortunately it's getting bigger. Look what you've done, Tony.
It'll happen fast, trust me.
Yeah, it does. We're gonna get into that. Adam the Movie Hunter was hilarious when he brought up the 4K going out of print. And Nightmare on Elm Street, please. Exorcist. Yeah, see, the chat knows it better than we do. I think we said Scream, the new Scream movie. Ooh, this would be awesome. I want a Final Destination 4K box set.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Yes,
definitely. I can see that happening.
And now you guys heard about the new one they're doing at Final Destination, and they're gonna try and go down a different route with it, I believe. But I think they got like a director and everything for it. Final Destination 6 or remake, maybe. I haven't heard of that. Yeah, I heard it a couple months ago, I think. I hope we get Ben-Hur and Empire of the Sun in 4K. Is that Steven Spielberg, Empire of the Sun?
Yes, and I just watched that last month. If you haven't ever seen it, it's a really good watch.
It's young Christian Bale too.
Yes,
like
he looks exactly the same as he does now, but just a kid.
Video Gizmo says we should be on the panel. It would sound like a Looper Echo. Nightmare might happen next year for the 40th anniversary. Fingers crossed. Let's hope so. Gore Forever will pull out some Vinegar Syndrome stuff tonight.
I will.
Now,
I can. Why would you do that, though?
I got a question for you, man. I'm gonna put you on the spot here. But in just a second here, let me read these comments. Look at another way, guys. For those who don't have that much money to drop on all 4 steel books at one time, it gives us time to save money to pick up the next one. Yeah, for sure. For those Rocky steel books, absolutely, no doubt.
No, you can also do a pay in 4 though, and still just pay for those movies over the course of 4 pays, anyways.
Yeah,
you pay
all about that.
Breaking my bank account.
I burn paying 4 up. I burn it up.
But you're still paying the same end price though. Like you can get all
there's no
4
interest.
steelbooks.
There's no interest at all.
Oh yeah,
not a bad
So you
deal.
can get all 4 steelbooks day 1 and still pay over 4 pay periods. So
Yeah.
I mean, I love paying 4. I freaking use the hell out of it.
I've never used it. I've never used paying 4.
Don't start. Just don't start.
It's a dangerous rabbit hole. I love it though. But
I
Chuck,
try to save it for sales. Like, when there's a big sale, I try to use that because that's when I make the bigger purchases. So,
Kino Lorber's my friend, or paying 4 is my friend for Kino Lorber sales, and the Target buy 1 get 1, or buy 2 get 1. Yeah, but Chuck, I'm gonna highlight you here because I know you.
Oh wow!
Explain. Tell us the story about your basement flooding, man, and how many movies did you have to get rid of?
Well, it was September 2021. What was left of Hurricane Ida came through New York here, and it wasn't even a hurricane when it got here, but we had rain like this area has never seen before. I see things on TV, flash floods and all that stuff. I've never experienced anything like that. I was like, okay, whatever. It was raining for a few hours, and then we had this rain band come through that dropped like 5 inches of rain on us in an hour. The sewers filled up, and I got 4 feet of water in my basement. It was like half finished and whatnot, but everything down there that I couldn't run out of there was destroyed. Like all the washer, dryer, freezer, my boiler, my oil tank had to get replaced. Like it was just a fucking disaster. And I sold probably 300 to 400 movies in an effort to make up some of the cost. And it did help a little bit, but with the state of the world right now, people were saying it would probably cost like before everything going on now, it probably would have cost like, $35,000 to get like everything done. And it cost me more than double that. And so I sold like 300-400 movies to help, but yeah, I didn't even like make a dent, but I couldn't bring myself to sell more.
Yeah, that's tough, man. I always feel bad when people have to sell because of something like that. And this guy over here, Tony, just had a nightmare when you were sharing that story. I'm sure, right, Tony?
Yes, I'm looking around.
I saw you looking around, Tony.
I'm saying 4 inches of water. Okay, what am I going to do? Get rid of the bottom layer of everything?
He's like, tomorrow you're going to see Tony moving his collection around to put his worst movies on the bottom shelf.
It's going to raise everything a foot. That's all you got to do.
But Tony,
I barely have space for what I've got.
Yeah. Tony, you said you're on a hill though, right?
Yeah, I'm up on a mountain.
Yeah, that's good.
You should be fine.
Yeah. Short Circuit is great, Benicio. Great choice, Tony. Very true, Huck. I want to be in Triumph of the Will. That's released by Synapse Films. I do not have that one. Pops, do you have that one?
Triumph of the Will.
No, I don't.
I haven't seen that one, but they did a good AK is not coming out. Mike is in the house. Magic Hands, what's going on? Also, great way to test a blind buy. Some DVDs as low as a few cents, so why not see if you're like it for a nickel before spending the cents on the upgrade? Yeah,
he's not wrong.
I see him getting stuff for like $3 for $1 or $5 for $1 Blu-rays the other day to flea market or swap meet, whatever. And I go to Goodwill out by me and it's like $3 for a DVD. I'm like, what the heck?
I will say this, at least for DVD though, if you get something relatively new, it's watchable. It's not as bad. It's those 99, 2000, 2001 DVDs. Some of them are absolutely brutal, man. They are hardly better than VHS. Some of them. There's been some where I've popped them in, like My Fellow Americans that doesn't have a Blu-ray yet. I popped that in and I'm like, I'm excited to watch this. I couldn't get more than 5 minutes in and I'm like, screw this. I'm out, and I rented it digitally to watch in HD. I couldn't watch the DVD. It was horrible. So yeah, those early ones, man, they're rough.
Very good point. Don't get into the whole over movies that will get released multiple times over its lifetime by different labels. Adam is very good about, he's very strict. Like he is Adam the Movie Hunter for a reason, because he's out finding deals for, $3 for $1 Blu-rays and stuff like that, because he just doesn't want to overpay for stuff that just does get so many re-releases. I mean, look at 88 Films and Severin and Gore Forever. You just posted that, Chuck. What is it? The Burial Ground is getting a 4K from 88 Films and Severin both. So,
House Park and Severin came out real quick and be like, oh, no, hey guys, we're releasing it here in the US. Meanwhile, 4K is region free. And they failed to tell you that Severin will probably be charging you $45-$50 for one of their 4K releases. And House on the Edge of the Park I got from Orbit for like $27.
Yeah. I like Burial Ground, though. I'd probably pick that one up on 4K. I'm all caught up on the chat. So let's get into some of the topics that I have that we kind of talked about briefly. But we got a lot of stuff here to cover. So we're going to start with this one. Tim's excited here. Let's talk about slip covers. Custom slip cover. Completist. Damaging. Are you guys to the point where let's do this, for example. So we've got, if you get a smash in the corner, how do you guys feel about that stuff? Are you out searching for another one? Do you refuse? So there's so much to talk about when it comes to slip covers. Pops, I'll let you go ahead and start.
As far as, it depends on how bad it is. I mean, if it's tore all down the back and all jacked up, then, if it's Amazon, I'll return it or whatever. If it's just a little ding, most of the time I don't worry about it. And luckily, knock on wood, I haven't had a lot of stuff damaged. Well, except for that saw set. Recently, I've been on a pretty good run. I think Tony could attest to that. And
triggered.
But knock on wood, the last 6-8 months, I really hadn't anything damaged for the most part, and I get 99.9% of my stuff through the mail. So
now you collect. Are all of your Shout Selects? Do you have customs on all of the ones still, or did you stop doing
that? I have the slip covers that came with slip covers, and I think the only thing that I got a custom from Side Hustle, I think I got a custom for Happy Death Day 1 and 2. Other than that, I've never got a custom on Shout Select. I don't think. Everything's just, if it came with a slip, I got it. If not, I didn't worry about it.
So Tony and I feel like Pops, you're very similar to us as well. I swear I'm like Tony's mini-me. I'm like his son, but probably that would make you a young father, Tony. But anyways, he's like, no, not that young.
My oldest son is 31.
Okay, yeah, I'm 31. So yeah,
my oldest son's 31.
So I feel like I'm just a mini-me of Tony, but him and I are very much like, if it came with the booklet in the original pressing, if it came with the slip, we need the slip cover. And I know this is where a lot of people will say, well, the slip cover doesn't make the movie different. I think for me, it just comes down to being a completist. I was like that with video games, and I'm like that today. Like in all areas, I'm like a perfectionist. I need everything from the original pressing. And Tony, I'm sure you want to touch on that.
Yeah, so if a Blu-ray or 4K does not come with a slip, I don't care about a slip. I mean, if it never came with one, I don't care about it. I love looking at what people get as far as these custom slips because I think they look really nice. But to me, if it didn't come with a slip, I don't want to slip on it.
Same exact way, man. I'm the same way.
But now with Pops, he's not getting damaged stuff. If I get something from Amazon and it's damaged, because they like to leave my stuff out in the rain a lot. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
It always goes back. I'll keep sending it back until I get one that's the way it's supposed to be. Slip covers, it's easier to deal with. It's when I get a steelbook that has a spine slash underneath the wrapper, it's sealed up. I'll take it back. But as soon as you open up a steelbook from Best Buy and there's damage, then it's the biggest hassle trying to get it replaced.
Yeah, because Best Buy's pretty strict about once it's out of the shrink wrap. They sometimes make a big deal because they're like, well, you could have used the digital copy. And I'm like, I don't care about the digital copy. I want the steel book in better shape.
Right.
So
and when I had a Best Buy store close to me, all the Best Buys around me closed down or quit selling physical media. But back when they were still selling that stuff, I would open up my steelbook right there at the register. If it was damaged, I say, I don't want it. It's damaged. which they kind of give you a weird look. But
we'll get into damages later, and I'm sure this guy in the middle over there, Jay Fox, has a lot to say on it. But I'm gonna highlight Tim here. I know this, you love it when you're full screen, but you got a lot to say about slip covers, and you were excited because you wanted to come after me for them. So
well,
thing, Tim.
You and Tony,
about popcorn.
Me and Tony both. He's coming for us.
All right. If a slip cover is the exact same thing as what's underneath, they are fucking pointless. Absolute trash. They mean nothing. They mean nothing.
Don't do that, Tim.
Oh, I will do it again. Look. Oh, it's gone. Yeah, seriously. If it's the same
Look
exact,
at this guy's anxiety level right now. He's going through the roof when you throw the.
You know how much that Ghostbuster slipcover goes for?
Don't care. Don't care at all.
I've got a rebuttal. They mean nothing to you. They do mean something to me.
And
so, like I said, it's subjective. Everybody's got their own way to collect. Yeah. So, I mean, I value your opinion, but they do mean something to me and Tony, I know. So
okay, well, I'm not saying they don't to you guys, but just hold on, let me finish. So
go ahead.
Yeah, it means not a damn thing at all. They're fucking pointless. But if the studio actually takes time to do something like, look, different slip from what's underneath, that is what all the studios should be striving for. Yeah. Why in the fuck do I want the exact same artwork on both of these? It's stupid. It's fucking pointless. Do different artwork.
I do truly love reversible artwork. I love it.
What about something like a little bit of a like foil type look? Or I also don't need all of the stats of the movie on the back of the fucking slip. Show me artwork then. Because guess what? That information is on the fucking case. Or why don't you do lenticular? Lenticulars are cool.
I love that one. I need that.
Or do reversible artwork. So I opened this up and it still had this art, but I was able to reverse it. Not all of them have reversible artwork because they're fucking lazy.
Don't damage that putting it in there, Tim. Be careful. You could do something cool like this. I think that's cool. Or you could even do something as simple as make it look like a VHS.
Yes.
All of that stuff has more value to me than having the same fucking artwork on the top and bottom. It's dumb. It's absolutely asinine. Studios should do better. There.
Wow. Any Pops, Tony, I'll let you guys.
I would be happy if every single slipcover looked like a VHS tape. 100%.
I love those. I love those so much.
I would love it if we got reversible.
I just got two in the mail. I love these. These just came out. I just got both these.
Go ahead. You can show those off again. Sorry.
I just got both those today or yesterday, I think. But I'm really starting to get into these.
Yeah, and I'm waiting for the fan, but Amazon's late on that one for me. But yeah, I get where Tim's coming from. That's the thing. I never get upset about somebody's opinion, because like Pop said, to him, slip covers are pointless, but not ours.
I agree with Tim. Anytime I get like a Scream Factory, for example, they don't do as much as they used to. Anytime there's reversible artwork, I obviously flip it, so I can see both artworks. I mean, I don't get. Well, I'm gonna throw that so much across the room the way Tim just did. But I mean, I do appreciate when there's different artwork.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
I mean, I always look for reversible.
Tony every time was like,
I unwrap it. I see if there's reversible. If there is, I change it. If not, I just, I'm so glad to have the slip though. I think it looks better on the shelf. That's just my opinion.
I know I have some valuable slips like that Ghostbusters thing.
This is cool.
I would gladly give you those Ghostbusters slips because they don't mean a fucking thing to me. Nothing. They are absolutely useless to me.
Tim's gonna have 80 DMs about slip covers.
Well, hold on. If I could ship them properly without them damaging or anything any more than me tossing it right now. But I hate shipping. I hate it. If someone came to my house and was like, I want your rare slips, take them. Go ahead. You're my buddy. Have these rare slips then.
Tony, what's your address? I'm on my way tomorrow.
Yeah, spring break. First week in April, I'll be up there, Tim.
But the whole idea, people have been like, oh, why don't you sell them all off to everybody? Do you know how much hassle that is for me? I don't want to do that. I have no interest in going and selling all of these rare slips.
And I know when it comes to selling, like Fox, Chuck and Pops, you guys have sold before. Do you hate it too? Or is it a hassle, or do you kind of enjoy selling?
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. I don't sell near as much as I should because it's a pain in the butt. For example, that saw set, it broke me from Imprint. I was collecting everything Imprint put out. And the last 2 months, I ain't bought crap from them. Well, I take that back. I bought the Bad News Bears from Orbit. The Bad News Bears go to Japan. But I was buying every single release every single month. And after they screwed me over on that saw set, I said, I'm done. I can't support this company anymore. I got $3,000 worth of Orbit, Imprint movies I need to sell. I'm probably not going to sell everything, just the stuff that I don't love. I was trying to be a completionist, and I'm out of that game.
And we'll get into that because I want to talk a ton about numbered spines. We'll get into it.
And that's an expensive company to be a completionist with. Those are
especially.
And I said, you look here. I supported this company. I emailed them and I told them, I said, look, I bought every single Imprint you guys put out, and they still charged me $81 shipping to ship that broken ass thing back. And I said, after that, they don't give a damn about customers. I'm done. They charged me $81 to ship that thing back to Australia. $81. So if I could ship them back a broken item.
Wow.
And then they refunded my $200 and whatever dollars it was. Yeah. So
yeah, and then you're out $80 though.
Yes, I said I'm done. I could the next month rolled around. They announced the next month titles. I said I can't do it. And I skipped it. I skipped the month after that. And I said I'm done with these guys.
Yeah, it made you feel good skipping out on it, didn't it?
You damn right it did. Yeah.
Yeah, so you take the power back, so to speak.
And I got back most of my money. At least I got a refund, so that was okay. But
that's true.
Now, Fox and Chuck, I'll let you guys touch on slip covers, and we'll get into the next time. Well, I'll try and catch up with the chat. I think I got like 80,000. So
everybody's going off on slip covers. No, I'm on everybody's side on this one. Honestly, I completely understand Tim. I definitely want to see different art. The main thing I do is protect my slips. As soon as I discovered, I use Malco protectors, and I had to buy up and protect them because I got tired of the corners getting damaged once I owned them, honestly. But yeah, I don't get too picky when it comes to buying them. The spine thing, like the crushed corners on the top and bottom, in this day and age, it's hard to not get one without that. But if you've got some sort of either for real cut on the cover or the back, or even like an indent, there's these new slips at Walmart right now. They have like the Rambo collection. Mm-hmm. They look awesome. And I was gonna get the Expendables. They had all three in one slip, but they had 4 of them, and all 4 of them were jacked up from those mechanisms, those spring-loaded mechanisms that they put the movies in.
Yeah,
all 4 of them were jacked up. I was like, I'm gonna see that every day. Every time I look at it, I'm gonna be like, I can't look at that.
I care more about spines than I do, because it's the spine that I see on the shelf. So if that's
true.
The front or the other opposite side of it, I'm like, I could get by with it. But when that spine is jacked up, like you're saying, it's a pain because I'm seeing that every day. Some of them you can get a little straight once you got them, especially if you put them in a protector.
Yeah.
So if I see that and I know I can probably get it straightened out, I'll go ahead and grab it. But
I'll dig my finger in the corners to straighten out the corners. Yeah. Sometimes a little bit of indents, but the shrink wrap they put around some of them smashes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now, Chuck, anything to say about slips? Because I know you're Vinegar Syndrome guy.
Well, I mean, I've been collecting Vinegar Syndrome since they first started especially with their slips. But if I get a slip and it's got like a small dinged corner, like it is what it is. I'm not a fucking psychotic person, but if I get one that literally every single corner, if it's like shrink wrapped and every single corner is just turned in and it's not an actually rounded slip like you see sometimes. Used to see more of those, a long time ago, but you see some now. I think the new Texas Chainsaw 4K that Dark Sky did has a rounded slip. I don't have it because I'm getting the second sight one, but is it rounded?
Yeah, we'll put you on full screen 1 second here. Go ahead. Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah, it's rounded.
Yeah, I think Lionsgate used to do that. Because Lionsgate's, and there's your reversible artwork. See, and that's a nice slip cover. Now, does Lionsgate still do the rounded? Sometimes hit or miss, I guess.
They do.
Yeah, because they used to. All right, let me see if I could catch up on this chat here. I do apologize about missing chats tonight. I'm just going to try and, run through them I think the Germans are coming. I'm a minority, so I'm fucked. Gizmo. I live with my damaged corners, but still bugs me. I'd rather not have the slip if it's trashed. No slip, still dip. Uh-oh. I think let's see here. So it's a slippery slope. Yep. It doesn't play without a slip if it came with the slip.
Unless you have a region-free player. You got to have a region-free player.
Amazon is about a 50% damage rate for me elite pops. The dense under J cards are killing me. Yes, that is killing
yes, those are awful.
Best Buy has gone downhill. And I know, like, we were on a stream once, and Best Buy has definitely gone downhill. But we were in a stream once. It was on Mega Mike's channel. It was Tony and Tim talking about it, and Tim's lunchbox from ET came damaged, and Tony's like, mine's perfect, and he still had it sealed.
If you don't open it up, you don't know that there's damage.
That's right.
That is true. Stop, Tim. It hurts. Laugh out loud, Tim. Agree, Tim needs separate art. Yes, Tim, I'm going to call slipcover abuse on you. Tim, Tony's head is going to explode. I love this morning. Tim is the best. Laugh out loud. I hear you, Tim, but still love my slips. I agree with Tim. This is why I love Vinegar Syndrome. Usually have 2, if not 3 different artworks. Yep. Tim raging. Laugh out loud. Yep. Hey, Horror Cholo. Settle down, Tim. I want the shallow slip. It's out of print. Yeah, Tim, I'll be at your house tomorrow for that one. Love.
No,
Tim.
I said shallows. Shallows is what I like because it's different.
It's nice.
It's the shit that's exactly the same that I don't care.
I love the napalm. Or a soft touch slip. I need reversible artwork, or what's the point? Tim, when you calm down, let me get that shallow slip, my friend. See, you showed that one, man. I like Tim's attitude on slips. I wish I was the same. I know. I wish I wasn't a completist. It would make my job a lot, like my life, easier. But once you start, it's hard to stop. It's a slippery slope, like somebody said. I think Dirk said that. That would be cool. So cool, Tony. Damn, Tim. I could watch Tim pull some art on the slip his movies for hours. Tim, I'll take all the slips you don't want. Tim is throwing them for entertainment. He's a showman. Tim's selling slips. Tim, I need the ghost. Go look at this. I need the Ghostbusters slip. Tim, I'll be there tonight. I'll sell them for you.
Who was off camera catching those slips, Tim? Be honest with somebody over there. Like, I got it. Okay, don't let it hit the ground. Who was over
He's surrounded by pillows. He has pillows and blankets all around him.
With April over there catching the slips, you were tossing them right to her.
It's right. It actually landed on my Pennywise Hot Toys. Whatever.
Okay. Oh,
big account.
Jesus.
Happy for them.
I hope one of those slip covers that you threw knocked over Audrey Hepburn on that bicycle.
Damn! Damn! Shots fired! Holy hell!
This is the worst. The worst is when the stores use the spider wraps. Those almost always leave big dents. Yeah.
So
what's up, Brown Hopkins? I like that. Cody. Michael Bob Jordan is getting 2 people.
Doesn't bother me. Spider wrap on box sets drives me nuts. Like I wanted to buy the Bruce Lee Criterion set. I have it now, but I wanted to buy it at Barnes and Noble. They put the spider wrap on it, crushing in all sides of the box. Mm-hmm. I'm not buying that. Why the hell would I spend like $60-$70 on that?
Chuck, did 88 Films come out and say anything about the issues with this or the other one?
No, not that I've seen yet. I had people messaging me saying on House by the Edge of the Park that the English audio drops, and on Hell of the Living Dead there was like a green tint throughout the movie. But I have not seen anything. I didn't reach out to them. I kind of feel like a dick reaching out to some companies like that. I figure if it's really a widespread thing, they're gonna say something. But I haven't seen it yet.
I love Melco protectors. I hate them. And I recently got Vinegar Syndrome's Frostbiter in mail, and it had a bot on front, and they sent me a replacement, which I was happy about. Yeah, that sucks. Tim, we've had this conversation about Melcos. I won't get into them. I love Michael Bob Jordan. I'm not a promise kill that.
So what happened to Melco? I missed the Melco.
Tony going after Aubrey. Tony. I'm sure Bob loves it. I was calling it Bob Street Boys there for a bit. Works for me. I agree with Tim. Spider wraps suck. All right. let's kind of keep going in here, and we're all caught up. All right, next one, because we got a lot to cover. Like I said, part of being a completist here. I'm just gonna let people sound off, but yeah, completist problem. So I know me, Pops, and Tony in particular are very heavy into being completist. That also goes along with this one right here, which is going to be numbered spines. So the two go hand in hand. I'm trying to collect all the shout select. I recently went through and I made a list of all of the labels I want to try and complete, and I'm trying to get less crazy about it. But like Criterion and Vinegar Syndrome, I won't like complete all their stuff. They have numbers on the spine, but if it's like shout select, I'm trying to, and even that's hard because some of their titles are so expensive. But Pops, I know you have all the shout selects, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But before 2020, if I can start, I got a lot to say about this. I have an opinion on this. How about that? Before 2020, I was a regular collector. I was the guy that just goes to the store, looks around, grabs a couple movies, comes home, watches them, throws them in the closet. Around 2020, I started getting into Scream Factory, and I bought a collector's edition. I bought another one, loved them, and I started going out and seeing what all collector's editions they had put out. And I've seen they've been around since 2012. This is 2020, so they had a lot out before I started. So I started going on the hunt, getting on eBay, looking online, stuff like that, Facebook. Started tracking down this one, then that one. Before you knew what, I had 20 or 30 of them. And if I ever make a spreadsheet of all the ones that's in a line, I'm in trouble, because I start checking off that spreadsheet. It becomes a game, and before you know it, once I get over 50%, I'm getting all of them. It's just how it is. Now the only companies I've done that with is the Scream Factory stuff, the shout selects, the Screams, and I should have stopped there. But then I started buying some of their standalone titles, their releases that were not the collector's editions. Before you knew it, I had a spreadsheet. I started checking those off. And over the course of 3 years, I ended up getting all those too. Now, there's no other company I do that with. And I do it with the Vestrons. Anybody can do that. That's easy. And I do it with like the Paramount Presents, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the MVDs. But the only big one that I do, the crazy one that I do, that makes people scratch their head is Scream Factory. The rest of them, almost everybody does that. It was especially the Vestrons. They're $12 a piece, $13 a piece. But I mean, really, the only what I can really see people from the outside go, that some bitch is crazy for doing that, is a Scream Factory. The other stuff I'm a completionist with is really the smaller stuff anybody can collect. When it comes to the Arrows and the Severins and all that other stuff, Vinegar Syndrome, I was going to do it with Vinegar Syndrome, but then I started getting in a lot of movies that I didn't like. And I said, I'm going to cherry pick a little bit with Vinegar Syndrome. I'm going to be a little more selective. I was a subscriber for 1 year, and I was going to go back and try to get all the past stuff. Not only are the past stuff really expensive, there's some of those slipcovers, Bloodhook, stuff like that. It's ridiculous. So I said, after I watched 4 or 5 in a row that was really bad, I didn't like, I said, let me just slow down a little bit with Vinegar Syndrome. I'm just going to get the ones that I really like. If I don't like them, I'll sell them. Good thing about them, you can always get your money back, and then some. But other than the Scream Factory, I'm pretty much a normal collector for the most part, except for I am a slipcover whore. But other than that, Scream Factory is the only thing I'm really a crazy completionist with. As soon as I see what they're coming out with the month, I automatically order it.
Yeah.
That's just,
because you've already gone that far with it. There's no sense in backing down.
Right. And it's crazy. Before 2020, I didn't give a damn about a slipcover. I didn't know there was boutique labels. I was literally just going into Walmart. If me and the wife were shopping or whatever, I'd go over and grab 2 or 3 movies, stuff like that. But I mean, I think when I became a hardcore collector, Scream Factory ruined me. Because as soon as I started collecting Scream Factory, I learned about Severin. I learned about Vinegar Syndrome. I got my first Arrow limited edition set in with the hard box. And I said, oh crap, these are awesome. And then I started tracking some of those down. But boutique labels is what changed the way I collect. And I still love movies. I still try to get just the movies that I love. But with Scream Factory, there's so many old horror movies that I've never heard of, never seen. And I'm not going to lie, some of them are crap. But not about 80% of them I really enjoy. They're like hidden gems, movies that I've watched more than once since I've got them. So I know I've got a lot of slack in the past. You got all the Scream Factories. I get that a lot. Why? That's something that I wanted to do, and I'm proud of my Scream Factory collection. I'm gonna keep on doing it. That's why I got more shelves built. So
yeah,
but anyway.
I think it's funny. ended up being the 3 on top here because me, Pops, and Tony are such similar collectors in so many different ways, with the completest and numbered spine stuff like that. So
and the 3 at the bottom, they all have hair.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's why we're bald. All the stress of all this shit coming out. You know?
Exactly.
And
I got enough.
I try not to double dip too much.
Thank
But when something like this comes out, this is one of my favorite horror movies of all times.
Yeah.
I got the second sight one coming also. So
It was so good.
Tim loves that movie too.
Tim, I know you're a fan of this, Tim. I know you love this.
Tim
movie.
got one.
I got the steel
this
book.
movie than anything else in my collection. I probably got 9 copies of this movie now, from DVD to Blu-ray to whatever. So
Yeah, and you got the Turbine one too. Yeah, right. Yeah. Now, how about
I got that one last year. So
Did you say something, Bob?
I think he's froze it up.
I think he froze up.
stupid Wi-Fi?
He's
But-
back.
Tony, go ahead.
What am I going ahead and what am I talking about?
Where am I going?
Numbered spine? Numbered spine?
Numbered spine to be.
Yeah, so I do not have all of the number spines for Shout Select. I started doing the number spines for Shout Select, and then there was so much garbage that they were putting out that I could care less about, that I thought, okay, I don't need these, and I just quit doing it altogether. But like Paramount Presents, 101 Films is another one that I like to get the numbered spines. I got over 200 Criterion Collection releases. There's no way on earth I'm ever going to get complete Criterion Collection. So, things that I know that I cannot complete, I'm okay with that.
I
But
like
if
the 101.
if it's something simple that I've already started from the beginning with number 1, then it's pretty easy to keep up with those.
I like the 101 Films too, and I don't know if anybody has Pops or Tony. If you have them close by, I have them right there. But how do you feel when a company like 101 Films has a number, and this goes to all 5 of you guys in here, if they go from, so there's a number 23 where they have the white spine, and then number 24 is a bigger box with completely different writing on the spine, and it's just
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And that's another one, by the way. I forgot about them. All the black labels. There's only been, 28 of them, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't have all of them. I'm missing about 6 of them. But yeah, all about the same white spine. And all of a sudden, boom, there's a different one. And then white spine, boom, a different one. It makes no sense at all.
It's crazy.
So,
and then when Pops gets one that doesn't have a number on the spine that it should have, that's
so you got
well
right here. Like,
yeah, that one right there. The Last Resort, the American release of that didn't have a number on it. I ordered that from Orbit DVD with no number. I said, "What the hell? I didn't get a number." So I ordered it again, didn't get a number. And I finally realized on the 3rd time that the UK release has the number. So luckily, I've sold I gave one away and sold the other one. But,
I definitely
3 times. That's how OCD
I buy it directly from them.
Okay, 101 Films. How about you guys at the bottom? Anything to say about being completist or numbered spines? Are you guys?
I have them, but I'm not even. If I even just lock in to wanting to do that, it's gonna end awfully. And I mean, like, my children will have to be sold. Is what's gonna have to happen. So I just try not to think about it. I've got plenty of all those labels, but I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, I'm missing 14, 82, and 307." I can't do that. I can't do that. Now, I think the only thing that I'm like,
I won't do it no more on anything big like that. That's why,
right?
It's like I can't do this no more. I mean, it's train
I think
there. I'm just getting what they're putting out. But
the only thing I have that I think I might only be missing 1 or 2 Manta Lab releases, but that's a premium company. But other than that, I can't. I mean, I've got a little bit. I got a little bit of everything, but I don't. I try not to lock in on myself. I can't let myself do that.
Premiums are a route I don't want to go down, though.
Don't do it. Yeah, don't do it.
Dangerous.
If I wasn't a host for them, I wouldn't do it. I would. It's like now that I host for them, and I pretty much I can guarantee myself a copy. I'm like, okay, now I need to pick up the ones I don't have that were released 5 years ago or whatever.
Yeah. Now, Chuck, what about you on that stuff?
I am not a completionist. I do have one thing that I am missing, just the last couple releases. The only thing I have all of them are the VSAs from Vinegar Syndrome. They looked really cool when they started coming out. I think they came out with what was it, Evil Town and Savage Harbor were the first two. I only grabbed Evil Town. Then Vice Academy came out. I didn't grab that at first. I think after like the first 6, and I had like 3 of them, and then the other ones started going out of print. I was like, oh, these are kind of cool looking. Let me pick up the other 3 before they go out of print. So I did that, and they're starting to release some more now, which is starting to annoy me, actually. They weren't releasing that many. I think it took like 8-9 months for them to come out with like 4 or 5 of them. So I would like them to go back to that, because now I think they're up around like 30. I'm just missing a couple of the last ones that came out. But other than that, I'm not a completionist at all. I can't get everything like that just because I know I'm not going to like everything. I mean, yeah. I ended up with all of Vinegar Syndrome's horror exploitation slips at one point because I had the majority of them, and I got into contact with somebody that works for Vinegar Syndrome on Facebook. He was looking to do like trades and whatnot, and I used to have a record label, so I had all kinds of records and whatnot that he wanted. So that actually filled all the gaps that I had, and then I was a subscriber at one time, so I had them all, but some of them it was like, these are just friggin' terrible. I'm just never going to watch this again. And that's the way Vinegar Syndrome is. You get one that's incredible. You've never heard of it before. And wow, holy shit, that was really good. And there's another one that, it's been found. And it's like, well, it should remain fucking lost because it's a piece of shit. So I couldn't do it anymore. So when I had all the problems with my basement, I sold off a lot of those slips just because, like Pop says, like, doesn't matter. It's a Vinegar Syndrome slip. You're getting your money back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously with them a lot of them being out of print and getting an extra like $10-15 for them and whatnot, because I'm not an asshole like eBay people that I want 75 copies of From Beyond to sell for $90 or $100. Like,
we'll talk about that. We'll get into that. And I've got
just like extra $5. My
Tim,
money back.
Tim, you're blocked for the rest of the session for throwing slip covers.
Oh. I knew that would piss people off, though. I told you guys. Someone in the chat is trying to spoil Scream 6, though, so I'll block them.
Oh, really? Okay. Hopefully the moderators are on that. Now,
you don't want to pull that up on the screen either.
No, absolutely not. I'm actually reading the chat tonight before I. So
you didn't ask my thoughts on completion.
I told you you're blocked after the slip cover throwing. Me and Pops had it with you for the night. No, but is this Kino Lorber sale going on right now, or is he just pulling our chains?
I was talking to Brian Goes Blue. I know it's coming soon, but I don't think it started tonight. But maybe it did. I don't know. I haven't heard.
Yeah,
it's got to be soon though. They have one every 3 weeks, I think. So it's got to be coming up.
I'm gonna try and find the person who is spoiling Scream, but I'll work on it. Okay, so next one we'll get into. Tim, go ahead while I find the.
I thought you really were gonna skip me.
No, I'm working on something at chat. So
I mean, not that I have too much to add to it. I'm not a completionist, but I'd have all of Paramount Presents because I actually like those movies, but I can't dive down any label that releases stuff I don't like because a number will not sway me to buy something I don't care about. Like, I like all of Paramount Presents, but I couldn't dive into some of these other labels that release stuff I don't care about intermix. So I guess like you could say I'm completionist if I care about the label, and that's just Paramount Presents right now as the only one that's doable.
Okay. Yeah. Well, hopefully somebody. I tried to block them. I think it's that error occurred when I tried to block the person. So, that's the thing. Mike did a stream the other night, and he had it as private chat, and that bothered some people. But then you have people like that. So I do apologize to anybody in the chat for the trolls trying to spoil Scream. Hopefully the moderators took care of that. So I do apologize. I tried to block it on my end, but it doesn't seem like it's working that well. Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. Numbers do not intimidate me. Bring it on, numbers. See Nikki saying screw you, troll. Laugh out loud, Huck. Yeah. I can't mess with the numbered spines. Yeah. All right. Hold on. I think I'm still trying to block that user here, so and the comments are still coming through on my end.
I think Fish has got them blocked, but they'll still show up in your screen.
Yeah, I'm trying to block them, but it's not working so well. So I do apologize. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving on here. All right, so getting into the next one. How about this? FOMO, fear of missing out. Now, Tim, I know we had just talked about. Sorry, I'm all thrown off by the troll in there because it's tough for me to, catch that. I apologize to everybody in the chat. It sucks, but I won't read it. So, anyways, the fear of missing out. What do you guys think of that? The whole Black Panther Wakanda Forever has dropped down in $29.99, and Tim, we were having this conversation because when they came out, they were $38.99. So that's like almost $20 if you waited.
Yeah, but you don't know though. That's the thing. You don't know which steelbooks are going to sell out right away and which ones will linger on shelves for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like to take the chance because, some of them might stick around, but other ones might sell out and then be 100 plus on eBay. And if I have to shell that out because I really want that steelbook, I still spent that money that I, would have spent anyways. Do you got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would rather just have it day one and know I have it. And past that point, everything in the world, all of the movies, video games, all that shit just drops in price. It all drops in price. So I'm not going to think about it. Once the money is out of my account and I have the movie, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thinking about FOMO, like y'all were mentioning the Kino Lorber sale coming out. Well, when I said earlier that if a Blu-ray or a 4K comes with a slipcover, I want to have that slipcover. So a lot of times I'll purchase all the titles on release week just for the fact that I want to guarantee that I get that slipcover. So that's the fear of missing out as far as missing out on the slip, even though it's really about the film that I care about. But if it comes with a slipcover, I got to have that slipcover. So whenever these Kino Lorber sales start happening, I could care less about them because I've already got the movies that I want from the day one purchase.
It's especially bad when it comes to box set type stuff.
Yeah.
Like I don't want that. I want this whole set.
Yeah.
So it's especially bad with things like this. I don't wait. I pretty much get all these box set type things right at release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same way with the steelbook.
to.
You're afraid that the steelbook's going to be very limited and you're not going to get it. And then 3, 4, 6 months later, they re-release the steelbook.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when Sony did that what was that, last year they did that? They put
Yes.
a bunch of titles that were selling for like stupid amount of money on eBay. They just did a second wave.
Yeah.
But they were still the second wave was still like $40 a movie, which I thought was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So my opinion on reprints,
Sorry, can a moderator hide that guy? Another person came in trying to spoil it. I did block Evan A. I can't. I apologize. I'm trying my best here. I read the comment. I already saw the spoiler, so I will keep that between myself, though. So I apologize. You try to do something for the community, and people are, ruin it for you. And I'm a big Scream fan, so that sucks for me. But sorry guys. I do apologize to everybody in the chat for that. Hopefully nobody else got spoiled. But somebody asked, have you ever had steelbook damage? What do you guys thoughts about that? I mean, everybody definitely had steelbook damage.
I mean, if you buy steelbooks, you've had steelbook damage.
No doubt. That's part of the territory.
I'm honestly to the point now. I'm just over being mad about spine slashes, which is sad. It's sad that I have to just be over that. But it's like 8 out of 10 is going to have a spine slash. And
dents under the J card. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so
those just irritate. I mean, depending on how bad it is, some of them I can live with, but there's been some like I'll just put the movie back. Like the way I open them now is I just run my hand down the side where the steelbook opens. So I just slide the plastic off. Yep. And if it's messed up, I just slide it right back in and take it back to Best Buy and be like, guys, it's damaged under there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just slide it out like just like it's in a protector. Just slide it right out of the plastic, and if it's messed up, I just slide it right back in and be like, it's screwed up. Just give me another one. I don't want my money back. Just give me another one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't collect steel books, so
yeah,
don't start.
Don't start.
No.
Out of all the stuff in this stream, though, the slipcovers and completionists and stuff, I don't fall into a lot of that. Steelbooks, I do. Steelbooks are my territory. I fucking love them. So yeah, damage on steelbooks really pisses me off. Like really pisses me off. But I'm also not I'll get angry on a stream or something, but I don't get confrontational in a store. So sometimes I kind of just suck it up and put up with it, and that annoys me about myself. So I've got dings and dents around my collection, but I also don't sell. So as long as I can live with it, I don't give a shit about resale value. Like I toss J cards. J cards mean nada to me. They mean nothing.
You toss slips, motherfucker.
But once the movie is scanned into my collection app, the J card is actually just hiding the art on the back. I buy steel books for the artwork, the art on the front and the back. I don't want the J card.
That's the Arrow. Arrow is becoming a lot of companies now are doing that. That they literally put the J card on and put Dick on the back. It's just blank.
Yeah, that's dumb.
It's so annoying. I mean, put a picture of the fucking from the movie. You don't want to pay an artist. Put something on the back.
I mean, look at this. Look at the back. I mean, they could have done better than that. You know.
Yeah.
At that point, do the early steel books where they actually printed the same information that you'd see on a regular Blu-ray on the back of the case. They did that with early steel books. But blank backs are lazy. But in general, I want to see the art on the front and the back. So those J cards, they go right in the trash. Yeah. People say, "Oh, put them in a shoebox or something." I don't give a shit. I don't plan to sell them. What the fuck do I want them in a shoebox?
I just fold them and put them inside the steelbook. They got those little clamps inside there. Just slide them in the clamp.
Yeah, they mean nada to me. So whatever.
Yeah, that Texas Chainsaw Massacre blank background, I would have been okay if they would have just put Franklin on the back of it. That would have been better than nothing.
That would have made it worse.
Dude, like blood splatters. That would have been cheap as hell.
Yeah, that was cheap, and because the inside artwork is really nice on that too.
Yeah.
So, and then you got Fright Night with the great steelbook, but no interior artwork.
Yeah,
Fright Night was a great steelbook too. So, yeah, I was pissed when I saw the Wakanda's Forevers were $38.99, and I'm assuming that's because Best Buy was selling it at MSRP price, which Disney probably had it for $38.99, and then, but now it's $29.99. Fear of missing out on those ones got to me because I would have waited gladly to get those.
Because the fact that they put out two made me, I had to have both of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you. I got them both, and I thought that especially the one was going to, I thought for sure these are going to sell out. Everybody was already selling them online for $70. And then just yesterday I saw a video, and then I was at Best Buy. I was like $29.99. I mean,
the Namor one did sell out for, it was gone for at least a few days after release.
It was.
People weren't able to get it at all.
I did a video yesterday. There was like 9 or 10 copies of each steel.
Oh, they're fully stocked now.
Yeah. So I was just like, oh my God. It's one thing if it's $2, $3, but when it's $9 per steel book, that's $18 you could have saved. So that's a good chunk of change.
What they could have done is they could have just done the front and the back, the same art, the artwork for each one, and just had one steel book instead of doing what they
all
did.
About the money.
The Superman versus Batman, that situation.
Exactly. But without having to flip it.
And they got us for sure. Yeah, they get us. Anybody else on anything about fear of missing out?
Yeah, I mean, if it's something like this, y'all know how much I love these movies. When these steelbooks were coming out, this was a day one pre-order. If I'd have been, I mean, they're probably million of them in the store, but just in case they didn't, this was big FOMO for me. And one that really put me in the ass, whatever, was Poltergeist. I pre-ordered that Zavi Poltergeist, really nice collection, whatever, and
never came.
They just canceled it. And
mine shipped.
I tried to. I messaged. They said your order has been canceled. I said I ordered this day one, and so I ended up having to get it from eBay and paid like $60 extra for it because I wanted that. I love that movie. That's been on my really short list to get a 4K, and so I was going to get it, but I had to pay a lot more for it. The fear of missing out bit me in the ass on that one. But I ordered it day one.
Did you kick the dog?
Who's snoring?
That's my bulldog.
I'm trying to read comments here, but that person, I put him in a timeout finally because it wouldn't let me block them. So if I do skip comments, I apologize. I just don't want to put anything spoiler related up on the screen, obviously. So, but we got put Franklin rolling down the hill.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I also fold the J card and put them inside the steelbook. I don't do that. I'm actually with Tim. I hate J cards. And the J cards they put on the Zavi box sets are like glue. It's like concrete. And when you try to take those off, it leaves a bubble, a little like Tony, do you ever take your J cards off of your Zavi box
I've been
sets?
noticing that. Whatever they're using to print on that is not
pulls it up.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. I've tried to go slow. I've tried to rip it off.
Yeah.
Some people rip the box. I get lucky enough.
Oh, that's
to
me.
rip
The Bird with the Crystal Plumage, that Arrow collection set, or limited edition set, whatever you call it. I was tearing the top of the J card off, and the big old black part just tore off. So you have this black, really nice, artwork with a big tear on the top. And actually, Dirk in the chat, I ended up selling it to him pretty cheap. So
that's what sucks about those little sticky things. When it's like a new one and you open it up, they usually come off pretty good. But if you like hunting down an old release, especially in the old UK where it's got those little stickies, and especially if it's a steelbook,
and those Argentos from Arrow had more of a like a papery type feel, exterior or whatever. So they tore really easy.
Yeah.
I learned my lesson.
I've also noticed that on the steelbooks with the J card, when they do the glue dots at the top, I can see sometimes there's whatever machine they use to do that, it actually dents the steelbook.
Yep.
No shit. Now you're gonna have me looking for that. Dadgummit.
Yeah. I love it when they do a distressed steelbook that have marks all over it. That way I don't have to worry about it. So it's distressed.
Yeah.
Just let them all be distressed looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me continue to move on here with the next one. All right. This kind of goes hand in hand with what we were just talking about, but what do you guys think? I don't know if you've noticed this. I talked about it. Adam made a video on it. I don't know if you've noticed it, but Tony's very big into pre-orders, obviously. So if you noticed, Bloody Christmas, for example, is $12.99 versus $14.99 on the app. The steel books that came out yesterday were $26.99 in store, but $32 or $31.99 on the app. And then last week it was the same thing with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You, Tim, your wife and I both paid $42.99, and it was $31.99 in stores. So, what do you guys think about Best Buy doing that? Is it them not? Are they trying to rip people off with that? What do you think?
They're trying to get as much money as they can. They know they're not going into stores. I mean, the Best Buys I have around me, they don't carry physical media anymore. So I have to, if I want anything, it's got to be online.
Me too.
So you know that a lot of people are just going to buy it online, get it shipped, or just buy it and go pick it up. And they'll never walk by the shelf and see that it's $4 or $5 less. And they have to have people working to them at this point now that they see all the shit going on. Like you were saying with this, those other steel books that you bought, one was $9 cheaper now. They got to see all the crap that's going on, that these things are going out and people are putting them online for triple the price. So they're doing that. They're getting those people right away up front, and then either just pressing it again or whatever without even saying anything. They're not telling you how much they're limited to, and now they're cheaper. So they're just thinking, walk through the store. They're just going to order it online, go to the pickup window and pick it up.
I got exclusive spine slashes here. Yeah, I always say that too. Hey guys, first time commenting, love the content, appreciate it, Rolando. What films do you most want a 4K release of?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Might say that again, right?
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm telling you, I'll take, I don't know, Death Sentence on 4K. Give me that.
This is gonna be an unpopular opinion. Armageddon. You know I love Armageddon. We're getting Deep Impact. Give me some damn Armageddon love now.
I like Armageddon too. I just found a VHS.
I love Armageddon, man. I love it. I got a poster right there on the wall. That's the first poster I bought for my room, by the way, was that. I bought that, Jaws, and Rocky day one, and then added from there. So I love that movie.
I need a entire Ernest collection on 4K. I don't know why I haven't gotten that yet.
Yes.
Yep. Double should be doing the same day. Yeah. Let's see here. We got Adam saying, when I talked to the manager yesterday at Best Buy, he had no idea about the price differences, or he didn't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
I don't give a shit.
Even Londo, yeah, Pops and Armageddon, yeah. No, I'm with you guys. It's frustrating as hell to me because I ended up, and then when I went in there, I asked for store credit because I use like a pay in 4 sometimes, right? And I'm like, just give me store credit. I'm going to buy stuff here right now anyways. And he's like, I can't do it. I'm like, what the heck? So
I haven't paid attention when it comes to ordering on the app. What are they doing with shipping now? Is there still like a minimum you have to spend, or is there?
It's so they did away with that.
So it's always free shipping.
But they raised their Steelbook prices. Like Black Adam was $35.99.
There you go. That's what they're doing. Everybody bitched about the shipping, so they're just charging more for the product to cover the shipping.
But you only have 15 days to get it returned if there's anything wrong with it.
Don't even get me started on Best Buy getting rid of the reward zone, the way the reward zone used to be, because you used to have like, was it 90 days to return something?
Yes, 90 days.
So we could all go, like Tim and I and you, Tony, and whoever else bought the Wakanda Forever. We could go back to Best Buy and say, can you price match this and just give me $11 store credit or whatever, or $18 store credit. But now it's 15 days, like you said, so you can't do it. And then I feel like they purposely lower the prices now after
15 days. They do. They have done that.
Yeah.
I mean, what fuck them for the most part. I now only get the steel books from them. I was, for a chunk of time, they were where I bought probably 90% of my new releases from. I would get whatever in store and order the rest for shipping. I spent, what was it, last calendar year, $11,000 at Best Buy. That's counting getting like appliances and shit like that I needed too. But I spent $11,000 at Best Buy, and now they don't give a shit. So fuck them. I'll get my movies somewhere else for the most part.
The dog again?
I probably spent more than that $11,000 without any appliances.
I believe you.
I'm pretty sure I
believe you.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere on the app I can go that tells me what I did year to date?
Yeah,
I don't want to know.
You know what?
Don't
tell me that.
I keep all my stuff. I've got a database that keeps up with everything that I purchased, how much I paid for it, and the day I paid for it. So I could tell you how much I spent on my entire collection every day.
Don't bring that into my life, please.
Yeah.
Brian said, can I tell you guys to be more patient when it comes to buying? And says Brian, all right, I'm going to play a video for you guys here. Somebody sent in. This is all in love. See, him and I talk every day. Him and I highly disagree on a lot of things, but we're both adults, and I love this guy. And he wanted to call me and Tony out in particular, but it's all in love, Tony. So go ahead. This is video here.
Y'all know I love you, and I love every one of you. But I have to know, there are 3 different categories that I put collectors in. You have your people who collect movies because they love them, like me. You have physical media collectors, and then you have art collectors. And I know that sounds so disrespectful, but I need to know, and maybe the world needs to know, why do you have to have every single steelbook and every single slipcover of the same movie? You can't watch that movie on all 5 different discs. Once again, I just want to know, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, especially, people like Bob or Tony. Like, I love you guys. And Tony, you're my favorite unboxer. But I just need to know why you have to have the need to have so many different copies. Anyways, love y'all. Peace.
Because I have a problem.
Yeah.
I like that answer.
But I'm big enough to admit it.
I told him, I said, you want my honest answer, man? It's really, I'm just a completist at the end of the day. I have 6 Scarface steelbooks, and if they put out 12 more, I'll have 18. It's just the way it works. I love collecting, especially movies that I love. I'm going to keep collecting them. So, and I wish I wasn't a completist and have those. Like you said, I got a real fucking problem, man.
At the end of the day, it's a hobby. I mean, we all like it, we all enjoy it, and if there's a movie that you love, it doesn't matter like like earlier we were talking about like 8K. Like if that was to actually happen, if there is a movie that you love, you will buy it because you love that movie. And yeah, sure, it may come out and have a fancy slipcover. It may come out in a box set. Like that's just bonus points. Like it's just great. Like if you just love something, then it is what it is, and you do this just as a hobby. So
yeah, and I can kind of speak on this. So, I've been collecting a very long time. I still have my VHS collection, which I've been really trying to focus, kind of showcasing those on my Instagram page here recently. But to me, it used to be where I could not afford to get every edition that there was. So I would have to figure out which one did I want to get. Did I get the right one? Did I get the digibook? Did I get the steelbook? Did I get whatever? And so used to I'd have to pick and choose. But as I got older, my kids were grown. I didn't have all the responsibilities of raising a family. I had extra money, extra income. So I thought I'm just going to buy everything. That way I won't have to worry about what did I miss out on. And same way with older releases, used to a DVD would have special features on it, and then it got upgraded to a Blu-ray. Well, they dropped some of the special features, so I would hold on to the DVD, and then I would have the Blu-ray for the better quality disc. And it just kind of went from there for me.
So here's a way I think about it. Studios and labels all have different departments that handle different things. Like there will be a set of people that will handle transfers on new upcoming movies, and there'll be the people that handle the packaging and all that stuff for upcoming releases. They don't conflict with each other. So getting, 50 different versions of John Wick doesn't hamper another movie getting made. And those 50 versions of John Wick getting purchased are just more money going to the studio or label, which is more sales in physical media, which then helps sell other movies.
Yeah.
Like John Wick selling a shit ton of the same movie and over again with different slips could lead to that's more profit. Hey, let's release this movie. So it's in no way a bad thing. Re-release as much as you want. The two don't cross. So us getting so many John Wicks doesn't matter. Keep coming.
Now, I have something to say about the first thing he said. This is my biggest problem with what the gentleman just said. And I don't know him. I'm sure he's a great guy. I'm not judging anybody. That's just my opinion on this. He put them in three different categories. Yeah, he put them in three different categories. He put people that are film lovers like himself, and all the way to people that are art collectors. I've been buying movies since, like Tony says, the VHS days. Y'all talked about Short Circuit. I seen that in theater, bought the VHS before a lot of people was even born on these channels. And I have bought these certain movies, like the Rocky movie. I bet y'all bought Rocky every single format you can think of. And now, like Tony, I had 4 kids. They're grown. I have expendable income now. I'm more of buying the stuff that I really like of these movies that I love. So you can't put people in categories. You're either a movie lover or you're an art collector. I'm a huge fucking movie lover, but I appreciate the art of these fine releases. And I bought these same movies on every single format. Now, movies like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, one of my favorite horror movies, I appreciate the movie. I do love the artwork on that, but you can't diminish my love of that movie and think I'm an art collector because, I got all these steelbooks. So you can't pigeonhole people in those certain categories. There's people that prefer. Now, there are people that probably, it's like baseball cards. I want to collect them all.
Yeah.
But,
LA Jewel sounds like an alcoholic trying to justify why he drinks them out.
Did what I say not make sense, though? Or did I just say that?
No, it does. And I wanted to touch on that because what I was going to say is, it's smart for companies to release John Wick again for the 100th time or upteenth time, because something like that, I'm a personal trainer, so I work for myself, right? So business, I went to school for business and all that stuff. So it's smart business because it doesn't cost them any more money to put out a new disc. They already have the discs. So all they got to do is have a new artist come in and make a new steelbook. So it makes sense from a business perspective to re-release so many of the same movies, especially when it sells well and you already have the transfer done and all that stuff.
What pissed me off about that latest John Wick box is, number one, it's beautiful. The steelbooks are beautiful, but it's not and never will be complete. Mm-hmm. So why buy that $80 or how much ever it is box set when we've still got what 2 more movies coming At least one.
Yeah, I wanted that, but I agree with you 100% on that. That's why I didn't get it. I really wanted that.
So
and I've seen unboxings. It's beautiful. It's amazing.
Yeah,
but why did you waste your time and some money on a box set that's not complete?
I have a thought on it.
I get it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and I would admit I didn't want to miss out on it. But I also bought the other John Wick slipcover editions. I think I bought it like 4 times this past week.
But you'll probably get more slipcover editions to put alongside. You can't add any more movies to that box.
Yeah, I know it.
That's the sad part.
I have a counterpoint here. So something like Drive, that came out, that was one movie. A lot of people bought the second sight box set. It was nice. People spent good money for a single movie. Mm-hmm. This box set is based around John Wick 3 specifically. Everything about this box set is based around John Wick 3. John Wick 3 is in here. This costs about the same as buying a single movie box set that is all tricked out and nice. Just think of it as this is a John Wick 3 box set that just happens to have 1 and 2 in it.
And how often do we get these nice sets anymore? Used to we would get them a lot, but recently we haven't been getting anything unique like this. And to me, I think that's something that a collector, because I'm a collector. I love collecting packages and different kind of artwork on those slips. I love the movies too, so I'm not just buying it for that. But how often do we get to have a unique kind of box set like that?
If this said the John Wick trilogy all over it, I could see, okay, they're specifically, this is only John Wick. This is 1 through 3. This is all in freaking Russian and shit like that because this is based off of John Wick 3. In no way, just think of 1 and 2 are bonus movies thrown in. They just threw them in. You bought the John Wick 3 big box collector's edition. That's what this is.
But later on this year, I'm going to be mad if I buy that and then I got to put part 4 next to it in this little bitty steelbook. I'm like, it just would have been nice if maybe they would have left enough room in there.
I was going to say, when I made the next one, somebody asked me a comment, is there enough room for John Wick 4? And I checked and there's absolutely not.
No.
So who's to say they didn't do
find a special place to keep it. Find a special place to keep it on your shelf away from those other tiny Blu-rays so that it doesn't bother you, because that's what I want to do.
But seriously, if it didn't have 1 and 2 though, would you have the same thoughts? If this was just John Wick 3, that's it, would you have the same thoughts then? Because we've seen big box sets for single movies all the time.
He's got a point there, because people do freak out over, look at Zavi, right? We spend
I would want them to do a big box for 1 and 2, like have each individually
like Batman's.
A good example that I have is Fast and Furious. I bought like the first 5 box set, first 6 box set, first 7 box set. And I was like, shit, I'm done. They're going to keep making these movies. I'm going to wait until they're done. Vin Diesel has passed away, then I will buy another box set. I know John Wick is going to be the American James Bond. There's going to be probably 10 of those movies. And I bought the John Wick steelbooks. I have them on the shelf. I got great steelbooks. I wanted that set really bad. I had it in my cart at one point. But I'm thinking to myself, when part 4 and 5 comes out, that might be it. They're going to do another beautiful box set. And I'll wait and buy that one.
At the end of the day, money talks. And when stuff is selling and it doesn't cost you much to release something like that, and you're going to release it for $80, why the hell wouldn't I do it? You know, if it's going to sell.
If you don't have people that are buying these box sets, then they may not do anything in the future. So
that's exactly what I was going
to say. Buying these things, or what's keeping the market going too.
Yeah,
I love everybody that buys it. Just sometimes I just can't wrap my head around. I bought 6 of them downstairs for a guy in the UK. Okay, they're beautiful, but I can't do it. I got to wait for all of them to be done.
Yeah, this comment's funny right here. We have to wait and see what object he killed someone with in 4 to see what number 4 comes in.
There we go. They could release another set that is all tricked out around number 4 and it has the first 4 movies. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, and me and Tony will too, and a lot of people will get upset at us for doing it.
That's none of their business, though. That's your choice.
Not just Nick.
I'm not upset with any of you.
I think it's great that y'all got it. I almost bought it.
Hell yeah.
I made a choice just to wait and see.
It's an awesome set.
I admire your decision to wait. I was telling Adam right here, this guy right here, I told him I passed on it, so I ordered the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and the other 2 steelbooks that day, Rocky and whatever else. and I said I'm gonna pass and wait on the John Wick to see if it comes down in price. I think there will be a sale later on. And then I was in the store and I saw the thing and I was like, holy shit, this is nice. And I ended up buying it. And he's like, dude, that's what happens. They get you in the store and you see it in person, you hold it in your hands, and it's hard to pass up.
And I've only seen it online. I haven't seen it in person. So I may have done the same thing if I seen it.
Don't go to Best Buy for a little.
Actually, look,
stay away.
KB says it's the studio version of a Manta Lab for John Wick 3. And that's a pretty good comparison. Manta Labs are obviously nicer, but on a studio level, that's pretty comparable.
Oh yeah, I'm not against this box set at all as far as what they did. It is amazing.
I can't believe
I just can't bring myself to get it.
I thought it would be like a single page too. Like there's legit like a lot of pages. They put a lot into this.
Go ahead and
they went to town.
I'll take this.
And
I'm surprised.
Like look at all that.
I'm surprised it's under $100
app right now.
Yeah, and then it's got Keanu Reeves. He's actually autographed the inside of it.
Really. So, my next collection update video, and I got this damn thing in. So I'll probably buy it after this damn stream now.
More power to you guys. Buy what you want when you want, and let judgment be damned. Yeah, no need to get mad at everyone.
100% agree. I don't judge nobody else. And
in front of your face, in your hands, it's hard to pass up sometimes. Yep. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just dive right into this. So this is a story post. A few people messaged me about it. Tony's shaking his head over here because he's terrified to go through this. He's got no opinion, I guess. Tony,
I don't. I do this for fun. I do this for just for the collecting fun of it. I don't like to get into the drama part of it because there's a lot of drama involved, and people get upset when people spend a lot of money on their collections. Not everybody can afford to do that. I'm fortunate that I'm able to do what I can do. I struggle from week to week, just like everybody else does. But I'm here for the fun. So whenever someone says something negative about it, I take it as it is.
I'm just gonna show it because I wanted to, because a few people asked me about it, and I just want to bring it up on here. But I'm going to read it really quick. So it says, I feel people only care about slipcovers and not really about the movies themselves. Old school collecting is dead from what I see out here. If it looks good on the shelf, it makes sense. No one cares if the movie is ass or next guy trying to keep up with the next clicks or here. I don't see many collectors out there are true movie collectors and not art collectors. People are on here. Will the passion. There's your state of physical media. So when I did the Hall of Fame stream, same person had said something. They weren't happy about it. I'm here, just like Tony said, it's all fun for me. I don't get into drama. I don't do the DMs and screenshot it when you're mad at somebody and blackmail or be like, I'm mad at you, so I'm going to post it on my story or whatever. I don't do that stuff. Keep a conversation between the two of you. If you got a problem with somebody, message them. I'm old school in the fact that if I got something to say, I'm going straight to the person. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm just going to come right to them, you know? And
I would like to say one thing. I love that guy, Jerry, that posted that. He's a great guy, but he's got the same sickness I got. He's also got a complete section of Screen Factory, and he's also got all those slip covers. Take those slip covers off the Screen Factories and see if he don't care more about those slips than he does with some of those movies. So just saying, that's why I don't judge people, because I'm guilty of a lot of shit, and I don't want to judge nobody else. Don't throw no rocks in glass houses, they say.
Yeah, and I've had conversation with Jerry, and I messaged him today. I said, hey, if there's a problem, just come to me about it, you know? But yeah, so that's all. I wanted to address that. I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to address that. The whole look, this state of physical media idea here was to have some fun and discuss topics that we could talk about, because me and Pops have different opinions on certain things, and so does Tony, and so does J Fox, and so on and so forth. And it doesn't make me right and them wrong, or them right, or so on or so forth. You know, we're collectors, and it doesn't have to be one thing. You don't have to be a horror collector only or a horror community. You know, you could just be a whole part of a whole community. You know, collect what you want. But yeah, I'm not here for drama. Like, let's just have fun. You know, no disrespecting people. Have fun with it. And today I'll share a quick story. Before the stream started, when I woke up and then had lunch and all that stuff today, there was people sharing KB stream all over the place. They were sharing Sue's, and they were sharing this stream, and it was all over the place on Instagram. People are constantly supporting. If you don't feel like a part of it, try to get in touch with people, you know, welcome yourself into the community. People will welcome you. Look at Mika. She's always welcoming people. Fish, the list goes on. So if you don't feel a part of something, try to reach out to people. Try to include yourself. You know what I mean? And if you disrespect people, you're definitely not going to be a part of something, you know?
Yeah.
So hopefully I said that with respect. But yeah, I don't know. Tim, did you want to touch on that, or J Fox or Chuck or anything?
I mean,
I completely agree with everything I just heard.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, there are definitely, I think, people that are like newer to collecting because of all the boutique labels and whatnot that are buying everything just to buy everything. There are definitely people that will collect, you know, for the slipcovers only, like they don't care about the movie. But I think that's few and far between. I really do. There's plenty of people that love the movies. I mean, I'm just sharing stuff all the time on Instagram just because somebody's going to want something. Like whether I want it or not is just something that I do. And I know people are looking for things. Like if things are getting, like Vinegar Syndrome has a running stock thing, I'll like share that. Look what happened with From Beyond. I was sharing that I got a lot of messages from people saying, holy shit, thank you. Like, cause it just suddenly just went flying. No, that's a great movie. Sure. There's been 78 editions of it, but the Scream Factory one, I think it came out in 2013. So that's 10 years ago. So there's
going for $120 on eBay.
Before it's crazy. But, you know, people reach out to me all the time to message when I answer them. I don't ignore them. They comment on posts. I answer them. This is just like you guys. Like, this is fun for me. I'm just a collector. I'm nobody special. I'm just a collector. And sure, there may be some people, but I guess that's few and far between. People that are buying are really collecting because they love it.
I really wanted to say this too about Chuck. So if you guys don't know who Gore Forever is, now Pops, I know you do, and Dirk does, and Brad does. But him and somebody named Disconnected, they do the same thing that Dawn of the Discs and Disc Father do, but they'll get back to you in a DM. If you comment, they're going to reply. They treat you with respect. And that is why I love following and reaching out to, you know, Chuck and Ryan over at Disconnected, because they treat you with respect and they have big following bases, and they probably get a ton of DMs asking about stuff like this, and they'll always find the time to respond to you. So Chuck, seriously, thank you, man. If you guys aren't subscribed or follow, you need to go follow him. So on Instagram, get him up to 25K or whatever.
Real quick, I do want to piggyback off real quick about what he was saying. There are people, like he was saying, that do just buy just to buy, essentially. That's not a bad thing either. Like, that's their collection. They're supporting physical media, regardless of their intentions and reasons on buying. It's their money, their collections. People need to stay the fuck out of other people's wallets and just let people buy what they want. You all know vinyl has just skyrocketed, right? Year after year, it keeps going up. A big chunk of that is younger kids. There are people that are just buying vinyl to just hang them on the wall because they look cool. Guess what? That's a sale. That still affects the bottom line and helps vinyl. Yep. I don't give a shit if some kid wants to hang it on his wall. That means nothing. Like, it's still a sale. He's not any less than I am just because I play it. He hangs it on a wall. So what? We spent the same amount of money. Buy what you want. Spend your money how you want. And no one else should really give a shit.
I went through my collection recently, and I was on. People have asked, how many movies do you own that you haven't seen? And so I went through. I have like 3,800 according to Blu-ray.com, and I'm just like Tony using Blu-ray.com. So I went on Letterboxd. It took me weeks to go through it, but I figured out how many different titles I actually own versus how many according to Blu-ray.com, and I'm around 2,800 titles. So that, according to Blu-ray.com, I probably have over 1,000 duplicates of movies, quadruples or whatever it is. But when I went through on my Letterboxd, then I was at about 50% of those, according to Letterboxd, I've seen. Some of them I haven't logged. I'm sure I'm probably around 60%. But that was probably over 1,000 of my movies I have not seen. And like Tim's talking about here, to get to my point, a lot of those Shout Select titles that are staring at me right in front of me, I will probably never watch. Some of them, yes, but I'm a completist, and I want to collect all the Shout Select, and so there's definitely Shout Select titles I have that I will never watch, and I'll just be honest. I'm not going to lie about it. I have no reason to, and I'm not out here to impress people or anything like that. I collect how I want. I try not to compare myself to other people or worry about what other people have, and I definitely don't judge anybody else for it. Shit, if anything, I'm jealous of Tony. I mean, I envy Tony and how he can collect.
Yeah.
We're all jealous of Tony right now.
But I don't like it when people say that they're jealous, just because I don't want people to think that that I do this to be showy. You know what I mean?
No.
Not at all, Tony.
No.
I should say and it's a positive thing. It's not one of those like I'm jealous of you and I get mad. No, Tony, I appreciate your collection. That's more what
I do have a Letterboxd account, so you can see that I watch at least one movie every single day. I have for the past 3 years. So it's not like they just sit on the shelf. They do sit on the shelf because that's where they belong, but they come off the shelf. They go into my Blu-ray player, 4K player, and I watch them. And my family knows that what I have down here, and that when I'm dead and gone, they can do whatever they want to with it. They can sell it. They can make money off of it. So it's kind of like a little bit of an investment for some of them. Some of these things I can't sell.
Number?
Do what? Yeah.
Can you give them my number?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now, Tony, do you know how many different titles you own versus how many? Because I know you're over 10,000. Do you know how many different titles you own?
Like unique titles instead of duplicates?
Just one movie. Like how many? Different titles.
They're all logged.
Do you know how many you own? Like
off the top of my head?
Yeah.
No, I do not.
No. Yeah, it's tough to know that.
I can look it up, but
yeah, it's tough. It's definitely tough to do. But all right, so let me go ahead and keep moving on with this, unless anybody else had anything to say. But I got the next topic here, which will be right here, Zavi. Let's discuss.
Oh no! What are y'all gonna do now?
So the not only damages with Zavi is a pain in the butt, but that whole Lost Boys thing. Half the people, Pops, you were one of them. They canceled both mine and yours. Poltergeist. You had to go to eBay to get it. Yep. And but are they shipping back to the US now, or is that still not a thing?
Nope. No. If UK Zavi is no longer shipping to the US, US Zavi, of course, is, but US Zavi pretty much gets the same shit as Best Buy.
Yeah. And if you've already had your stuff pre-ordered through UK Zavi, you're getting your stuff. Like I just got all my Back to the Future Steelbook.
Yeah. The one title that everybody's still kind of on edge about is The Fifth Element, because they're not giving anybody a straight answer about that.
Yeah.
And I know there was a lot of people really worried about that. I'm going to try really quick to catch up before we dive deeper into that, but nobody collects for the same reasons. Exactly. Why can't you appreciate the art and love discovering the movie?
That's right.
It's all personal preference. Sure thing. What's up, Bob? Appreciate you being here. I don't know if I've ever seen you before, so thank you for being here. If you have, I do apologize. Adam the Movie Hunter says it's your money. Spend it how you want, is what I always say. Yeah, he's semi-right. I bought Moonfall for the Steelbook. And there's a lot of us that do. I don't see the problem in that. That's bullcrap. We all like different things. When I buy, it doesn't affect your life. Did anybody see the movie Revenge with Kevin Costner and Anthony Quinn? I have not.
Long time ago.
If we didn't have crazy people like Tony and Pop, we wouldn't have physical media. I appreciate cardboard collectors because it keeps it alive.
They're not crazy.
There's no cardboard release.
Yeah.
I got a DVD right here. I got 2,000 movies. And
when I hear
I got probably 1,000 that don't have slipcovers. So
when I hear cardboard collectors, I get really pissed because I'm like, look, that so-called cardboard you're talking about sells for hundreds of dollars sometimes on eBay. So take that cardboard and stick it up your ass.
Or sell it on eBay.
Yeah, or sell it on eBay for hundreds.
Before you stick it up your ass.
Or just toss it across the room like Tim did.
Just throw it. Just throw it across the damn room, Tim.
Play right without the slips. Somebody else asked me why I buy this or that. I'm like, hold up and get the fuck out of my wallet. Exactly. Thank you, Dirk. Laugh aloud, Mizza. Dirk, you buy that copy of Borgman off Brad yet? Everybody has different finances. Stop being disrespectful. Exactly. Your financial situation is not the same as everybody else's. Agree, Bob. I will support the physical media drama any day. Well said, Bob. I want Jay Fox and his bulldog in the conversation.
You want me to go get it? He's getting loud here lately, y'all. I don't know what's. I should take him to the vet. I don't know what's going on.
I love movies, but didn't start collecting until I see the cool artwork. Dude, artwork sells.
It's the artwork what draws you in.
Yeah, definitely. I buy multiple copies not only for the art and collectability, but to show support to the companies that make these films. Heck yeah. I want to see the movie today. Dirk, comedy shift. Sounds let's see here. 4K Lowdown. Appreciate you being here. I saw you earlier. I find value in being entertained. That's why I collect. If the movie just so happens to come with a great slipcover or an awesome steelbook, then that's a bonus. Yeah. I love sharing movies to maybe help people for something to watch. Heck yeah, and she's recommended some good ones to me. Gore Forever has been my boy for a long time now. Yep. Gore Forever is my boy. All you guys are heck yeah. It's good to see everyone tonight. Heck yeah. Let's see here. Gore Forever was one of the first accounts I started following when I made my account. Look at that. Thanks. Say it loud for the people in the back, Tim. # preach. I agree with Tim. Who am I to tell Tony or anyone how to spend their money? Preach, Tim. Tim's been preaching a lot tonight. Who hangs vinyl on a wall? You got my first sub. You got my sub, Chuck, fellow New Yorker. Yep, he's got it. Everybody's links are in the description down below. So subscribe. There's 90 or so people in here. So go subscribe. I'm sure there's somebody new in here that you aren't already subscribed to.
Mama Blueberry's welcome to the basement.
Yeah, I'll spend the whole weekend in Tony's basement. You got a couch? Oh no, Zavi. Loving the stream. Appreciate it, James. Tony's basement is heaven. Gizmo, you're the bad guy. I don't do Zavi. Gizmo, say goodnight to the bad guy. Did any of you get the Kill Her Goats 4K Steelbook?
I did.
Yes, and I
got a pre-order.
That turned out. I haven't opened it yet, but I got it right here.
You want to
talk? That turned out better than I thought. Like it's actually freaking embossed and shit. It's awesome. Look, I haven't opened it yet, so the plastic is gonna give us some glare. There we go. Look right there. You see that?
Oh, I could see the embossing. Yeah,
that's beautiful. I was not expecting that.
And I double dipped. I bought the Blu-ray with the slipcover too. So there you guys go.
Look at you.
Me, perfect example of buying 2 copies of the same movie, and I haven't even seen it yet. It could be awful, but
the trailer looks awful. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I don't know. It just looked fun. So and it's got Kane Hodder, I'm not sure how it's pronounced or whatever. When I get ready to double dip, I just think, what would Tony do? And it helps me hit the buy button.
That's right. Do
it. What would Tony do? That's great. Well, then you're going to be spending a lot of money, right? I'm 35 and I buy vinyl just to hang it. I love movies, my collection, and the art. I no longer from Zavi since it took 6 months to receive a steelbook from them. I did get a full refund from them, and months later it shows up on my door.
Yeah, that happened to me.
I got to say one thing by Bob. I got to say one thing about the art real quick because I know that keeps coming up. Those of us that are older, those of us that went to video stores and whatnot, how the hell do you think we found all this shit to begin with?
Yeah,
the artwork.
Mm-hmm.
We went through the stores.
Yeah, I mean, the horror movies you buy back in the day.
Yeah,
it was a terrible movie, but great artwork. It drew you to it.
Yeah. Well, I went there looking. It's like I need something different tonight. Let me go look through the covers. Let me look at what's gory, what's this, what's that. Like what it looks like it's gonna freak me out. Where is that? All based on art.
Yeah, because I would walk into the Blockbuster on Friday, and I would spend. I'm not joking. I would spend hours in there just looking at every single cover for those movies, and whatever looked the best is what I picked up.
Yeah.
And that's the way. That's what drew us in there. Movie poster art is how we go to the theater.
You had to mention movie posters, Tony. I was trying to avoid because I can go down a tangent on that. But yeah, especially back then, you generally didn't see trailers. You saw trailers only before other movies. So your ways to find out about a movie was word of mouth, a newspaper, or seeing the poster outside of a theater. That's the way to sell you.
Siskel and Ebert too on Saturday morning.
Oh yeah. But the poster is advertising to sell you to see the movie, and that's exactly what it did.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's move on to another topic here. Unless you guys had anything more to say about Zavi, are you guys still ordering from them? Zavi US then?
No, I'm not.
I haven't ordered in a while.
I've never ordered from the US.
I saw Orbit's getting the Batman Forever and Batman and Robin 4K limited edition steelbooks from. It looks like they have them up for pre-order. So
yep, that's where I got mine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go through Orbit for those two because it would complete the
Orbit
collection.
Gets a lot. Or Orbit could take care of probably 90% of your purchasing needs, to be honest.
Yeah, and
Orbit, they do. If you don't know, they do a live stream every Thursday. Unless Mark is going to a convention or something like that, he'll hit it on Wednesday, and he talks about all this stuff. And a lot of people ask him, and he says like if it's like a Dobby exclusive or whatever, if he can get it, he gets it. If he can't, he can't.
Yeah, and he may
have a lot of information on that stream.
He may have the same trouble that we're having now too, buying from them. So
absolutely,
you never know.
Yeah, and then
you just got to have a middleman. That's how I got to work it now in order to get my stuff from Zavvi. I've got to have my buddy in the UK. It gets sent to him. He builds up a package and he sends it to me. That's the only way you can do it right now.
For this, should I play a clip of Pops and Tony going through the Saw box set?
Talking
about shipping and damages.
They may start.
You're not going to include me in that. I got the same set with damage.
Tim, you weren't in the stream with them though, so that's why. No, not the first one.
Oh, okay.
The first one you guys didn't do, but yeah, that and then Tim was in the replacement one with you guys. And
the first one would be Tim and Brad. The first one, I mean, me, Tony, and Brad.
Yeah, you, Tony, and Brad, and then the replacement. There was 4 of you guys there. Yeah, Tim, you know, I got some funny clips of you cussing out the Saw box set. You're like, this is a joke. This is a fucking joke. Yeah, it was pretty bad. You weren't happy. I wouldn't be either. Now, Tim, what did you end up doing with it? So Pops already said he returned it and got a refund, but it, spent $80 to return it. What did you do, Tim?
It's sitting in a corner right now. The corner back there
unseen.
They refunded the set, but not the original shipping. So Alan lost shipping back and the original shipping, and he got money back. But I fucking hate shipping, and to do all that to get back only part, I'm like, screw it. I just wash my hands of this. I'm done. Just put the set in the corner. Whatever. I lost money. It happens.
And Tony, you sent it over to Garrett.
Yeah, it's back at my house though.
I still have the broken damn thing, but this is the first one. I had two come broken. This is the first one that was broken. I got to keep this one. I don't have the movies. I got half the box, and this broken piece of crap. But,
it's a joke, anyways. It's the tiniest little thing.
Yeah. I got 2 broken ones.
I keep it as a reminder on the floor, just so I know not to do nothing stupid like that again.
Yeah.
So,
all right. I really wanted to dive into one topic in particular. This one could get heated for some people. Chuck, I know you could touch on how you put yourself through college, and it wasn't, being a stripper. But we got scalpers here. So you said when you were going to college, you did a little bit of this, right?
Back in, it was probably around like 2000. I was actually eBay at that time. They only charged I think it was 5% or like 5.25%. The first thing I ever did it with, and it's really was the biggest thing I did it with, was the first DVD US edition uncut of Cannibal Holocaust. I found it, the most random company that doing a Google search, you got to go through 10 pages before you even found it. I was able to get it, and I was putting myself through college. I worked I'm never somebody that's been on spring break or even fucking vacation when I was in college, because all I did was work. And paying for college back then wasn't cheap. Forget about now. And I bought an extra one to put on eBay because I couldn't find it anywhere. I was like, maybe I can make some money on this. And I did. I was selling them for $75 a piece, and I was getting them for $25. So I started doing that over and over again. And I was paying for my books. I was paying for tuition and whatnot. And I did it back then. I don't do it now, but I did it.
I have zero respect for scalpers. I'll just say that.
I'll show my way out then.
You son of a bitch.
I just like, especially now, I mean, with how expensive movies can be too, and how fast they fly off the shelves.
Yeah, and I can kind of touch on this also. So as a collector, and we had talked about receiving damaged items. So I'm really bad about buying 2 or 3 copies of a steelbook to make sure that I at least get one good copy. But those other copies that I get, I'm always offering someone else a deal before. I hate using eBay because eBay takes all your money.
Yeah.
I'd rather sell it to Tim or to Alan or someone that would appreciate it. And I'm going to give them a good deal. That's what my goal is to give everybody a good deal. I don't believe in trying to make a bunch of money off of it. Now, I'm not disagreeing with what Chuck says. Yeah, sometimes you have to do what you have to do if you got to have the money. And if someone's paying high dollar prices for it and you have something that you can't get anywhere else, then to me, get the most that you can get from it. You know, this DVD that he had, you couldn't find anywhere else.
Yeah.
And so people would pay high dollar for that.
Yeah, and it helped. I mean, eBay fees were low at that time, and it helped me financially get through school. I mean, that's why I did it, because, I mean, I had a job when I was working like crazy. I would work like 60, 70 hours a week, kind of like I do now. I've kind of backed off on that a little bit, thankfully. But still, even with that, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars.
And it would be different if someone was going out and if they had the Wakanda Forever steelbook and they went and bought all 20 copies of it and didn't leave any on the shelf, you know, and then they were doing that just to sell, to make money off of it. To me, that's scalping.
Yeah.
Nothing like what he was doing.
I'll tell a story. Like Tony, at one point, I wanted a lot of these Mondo steelbooks, and you were saying you got them. And Tony, to what he's saying, to his point, it was like maybe a few bucks less than cost price. So Tony wasn't out here saying, okay, yeah, because they're out of print, I'll sell them to you for twice the price. He was fair about it.
Whatever it is I paid for is what I would sell it for.
Yeah. And now I know this question could go hand in hand with that sort of, but I know, like, Jody, you sold me stuff on Instagram before, so I know you sell, but I'll just share really quick what Jody sold me. So he sold me the Kong vs. Kong vs. whatever, Godzilla. And then it was the Clockwork Orange Steelbook and something else. I'm trying to remember, but he sold it to me. And one was like going for 50 or 60 bucks by itself. He sold 3 to me for 60 bucks with shipping. So like, people like that, I appreciate, because they're out looking out for you. And I always say this, if you're a part of this community, or you know you've got friends like Tony just said, why are you out going into a store and you see something for, okay, so let's say I go to Disc Replay, Goodwill, or anything like that, and I find something for 10 bucks, and I go on eBay and it goes for 90 bucks. I've done this with Fish, and I've done this with other people before. I found something at Second and Charles once for 15 bucks. It was going for like 60 on eBay minimum. Reached out to Fish. He said, I don't have it. I said, okay, cool. You want to do a trade? He found me a $15 digibook, and we did an even trade. I'd rather look out for people, especially if I know other people want it, rather than ripping them off, because I would love if people did the same for me. And there's people on here, I want to name names, but I won't do it. But somebody with like 100,000 subscribers who made a video once bragging about how he bought something for like $4 and then sold it for like 90. And Tim, you know who I'm talking about. That's why you're laughing. Yeah. But I don't respect people like that, and I would gladly call them out to their face, because I lose all respect for that. I get it. You need to make money, but dude, there's people you could, okay, let's say, so example, I found something for 10 bucks, reached out to Tim. I could still give it to him for 20 and still make a profit, and he might still be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's still, you could make a profit without ripping people off and still look out for people, and they'll be happy.
Yeah. And I'm just happy just getting I'm happy with just getting my money back, what I paid for it. To me, that's a win-win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys should see in the, you know how I do all those like Mondo posters and stuff like that, those screen print posters. Those things might have 250 or 300 for the allocation, and they're gone within 30 seconds or whatever. And about 35 seconds later, there will be ones on eBay for triple the price. There's people buying them up just to flip them immediately. Sons of bitches.
Yeah, Ken, you're still upset.
You missed a lot, Ken.
Yeah, Ken looks angry. There's been a lot spoilers and the echoing to start the stream, but yeah, the flipping really gets to me quite a bit. And here's one more thing. Now, I'm not coming after people on this, okay? I've had a conversation with multiple people on this. Everybody has an opinion. But there are people on eBay that will sell review copies that aren't even released yet, and they'll sell them for cost price. So when that box set of the white box set or whatever of Arrow Video was coming out, somebody was selling it for a few dollars more than Arrow was, and it had the hole punch in the barcode, and they were selling it. And it's like they just got that sent to them for free, and they're flipping it for more than Arrow is selling it for. That's where I get really mad, is when people get review copies and then sell them, because there's a lot of people like Tony or Tim or others who would really appreciate free stuff and aren't going to.
I would love that white box set.
Yeah, and I'm not going to turn around and sell it. So, yeah. Any thoughts on that, Tim, or anything like that?
Yeah. When you get review copies and stuff like that, to me, you're kind of part of that social construct or contract. Is you're getting that for a reason to promote for them. You shouldn't be taking that and selling it immediately especially for what the new thing is going for in store. That's crazy to me. But studios are letting it go though too. Studios have to check on this stuff, right? You would think.
It's unbelievable to me.
They don't care.
If you're getting something for free, don't sell it for especially cost price. Give it away or trade it or something. Yeah, no, it's
not about you, Ken.
It's not. Yeah, this is definitely, that's the thing. Ken is not out there selling copies. So this is not about Ken. Ken is giving away copies of the movies he doesn't want. So no, there's just some people, and I've messaged them on eBay, and they'll just say cry about it or whatever, you know what I mean? And it's like, dude, you're literally selling something that a studio gave you to review. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating for me.
There's people out there who have gotten on the list for studios, and they're not really content creators as much anymore. They kind of gave that up. But when you're on that list, you're on that list, and they're still getting titles. And then, I mean, at that point, they don't give a shit. They're just selling it right away. It's crazy.
Because I bet they're talking about report those sellers for studios to the studios. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of annoying, but all right. I guess we've already talked about this one here. I'll move on unless anybody else had anything to say. Tony's like, yeah, let's move on. Package in art. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I just will say, for everybody that buys steelbooks, this goes for all of us. Literally, we're all package and art collectors, because that's the reason you're buying a steelbook. That is literally the purpose of a steelbook. So
Tony's pulling something down. So let's
stuff like this. Yeah, of course I'm going to buy this stuff. Who doesn't buy it for the way that it looks? It is art. I mean, this is art, and that's what draws us to this kind of stuff. A steelbook looks pretty cool. Those Mondo steelbooks that I've got, of course I buy it for the art. I've already got Iron Man 3 like 5-6 times in the collection, but a Mondo steelbook's a Mondo steelbook. So I definitely collect it because of the art.
Love this set.
Yep. Now, okay, so that goes into this next question right there. In or out of box collector? So
out of box all the way.
You got that in the box, Tim.
Yeah.
No, it's unwrapped. It's been displayed.
Oh, okay.
Like mine.
I unwrap everything.
I don't.
Tim is out of box. Yeah, Tony's in box.
I unwrap all my steelbooks. Every steelbook gets unwrapped. I don't. I want to check for damage. I've got these movies in different formats. I can watch it if I want to open up my old Blu-ray case and watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I can. This is going to stay sealed up. To me, if it's sealed up, it still feels like it's new, and makes me feel good about the money I spent on it. If it's opened up, damage can happen. There's nothing there's no turkey bag that this. Well, I guess this might fit in a turkey bag, but there's not a way to keep the box protected. And when you have a collection like this where everything's pressed up on the wall against everything else, it's got to be protected with something.
Now, Chuck, there's an item you have that is not in box, and I don't know if you're willing to show it, or maybe we shouldn't. It's from Cannibal Holocaust. It's a statue.
I don't know if that would get us in trouble.
That might get us kicked off the internet, but
is it the scene?
It's the scene.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I think we should all just know what that is then.
Yeah, he would. I would probably get kicked off the internet. But
hold on. I'll do this. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this.
How big's the statue?
Hold on. Let's
make that full screen, Bob. Come on now.
Where is it? I'm trying to do this from down
here. Oh no, I see it.
Right there.
See it. That's beautiful.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so you're an out-of-box collector, it looks like then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a statue from Japan. It is the whole thing I think is 13 inches tall.
Where did you get that? Like how?
So that came out and I got real lucky. I actually found it from somebody on eBay. The price they were selling it for, the US price they were selling it for, translated to the price that was actually on the box in yen. I think it was somebody that bought it that probably their wife got pissed at them, or maybe they just needed the money and they just wanted their money back. So I actually paid what it would actually cost, and right place, right time.
Man, that statue, that's one of the roughest I've ever seen. It's pretty yeah, it's there. Let's just say that.
We all knew what it was. Yep. We all knew what it was.
My opinion, but statues are meant to be displayed. They're meant to be out.
Yeah.
That's
if I was buying statues.
Yeah, Tim's got a nice statue I saw on another live. It's just some lady with some big titties. Where's the titty statue, Tim? Can we bring that up again? What stream was that on? Yeah, like why does Tim need that? We don't know.
Why not? What? Why not?
It's not from anything, Tim. It's
cool. It's a naked witch in water. Why not?
Okay.
Tim, do you remember this?
And I like titties.
Hey, Tim,
oh yeah, that's what it was.
At least cover up Chip and Dale's eyes over there.
And I got
yay titties.
Oh, Tim. Jesus.
Yeah, Tim, I got so much content for a highlight reel for you. It's ridiculous. Tim's just a highlight reel waiting to happen. There's some people like him and Tony, Mel as well. Pops, you're live streaming every day, so there's plenty of content of you out there too.
Yeah, not every day. Every weekend usually, but
I can't believe Ken would say I regret this. I don't
regret that.
I like titties.
Do you like Rose McGowan there, Tim? Does that work?
Oh, good Lord. Remember, I said in the Scream stream I did on Rob the Horror Barber's channel, but yeah, there's two reasons I love her character. There's two specific reasons.
And they cut diamonds.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'll show them the big heavy on the whole release. You will break them all. What's he talking about?
Gizmo is a film director over in Norway. He's a very limited budget film director, and he has a cover of one of his movies. It's basically a big penis with a set of hedge clippers, and that's the image, and it's pretty graphic. I don't have it. He didn't send that to me. He sent a copy to Johnny over at Johnny's Boutique Podcast, and Johnny showed it off.
You need a statue of that.
No, yeah. I do not need a statue of that. I do need that Cannibal Holocaust statue though. So I'm
yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind having that, honestly. I'd have to tell all the kids never to come in this room again.
My wife would be a big fan of it, but I need to have that in my room.
They made one like that one. I don't know how limited it was. That's fully painted and all that stuff. Occasionally, you find like a kit that you can put it together and paint and all that stuff, but it's not the same, and it is stupidly expensive.
Yeah, Tim, look at the Gizmo's comments.
Wow.
Whoa.
Tim, if you know Gizmo, he's being extremely.
Yeah, Gizmo's the kindest guy in the world. He's a smart ass. That's why I love him.
Sarcastic.
I think everybody already knows that.
Yeah. What is your favorite studio boutique label? For example, Paramount Presents, Warner Archive. You guys got one? I love Arrow Video still, but Second Sight is definitely getting better.
Yeah,
they're up there with number one.
I know that Mill Creek Entertainment is not. Well, I'm not going to say anything bad about Mill Creek Entertainment, but I'm telling you, I love those retro VHS slipcovers.
Yeah. I do too.
Yeah,
I'm a Scream guy. No shame.
They're so inexpensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean $9.99. Sure. I know I had this conversation with Gus. The transfers might not be the best in the world, but I'll take it for $10. Even and it comes with a nice slipcover, and at least a lot of those, like The Cure, first time Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Release. So I've
got the complete collection so far from the beginning for those.
I might need a list of those.
Right now
I have a bunch already, but
people are giving him a list. This is the guy I watched that triple feature with, and he says I need more messed up movies. Not satisfied. Yes, Serbian film didn't satisfy him. He needs more content like that. So Pops, I don't know where Chuck.
Cannibal. This is a German release of it, but it was an Unearthed Films DVD release that I have. It's buried. I'd grab it. It is based on a real life murder in Germany. If you guys are into rock and whatnot, Rammstein did a song about it too. That one is brutal to watch.
It's common. Tell him somebody needs to expose him for the pervert he is.
We love you, Tim.
Here's your next one.
Don't use the word expose in the same sentence as Tim.
You're gonna get this video.
Have you seen Hanger?
I have not, but I'm interested.
Anybody in there, Chuck? I know you've seen Gutter Balls.
I have Hanger.
Of course you do. Yeah, Gutter Balls was actually as tough to watch as Serbian film was for me. Unearthed Films for the Untold Story. Yeah, now they're talking about all that.
I have seen the Untold Story. It's great.
Hangers right there. Yep. Tim, are you a Rammstein fan?
Oh, I like them. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're good. Yep. Yeah, I know you're big into.
Yeah, Bob, this is one you guys gotta watch.
I'll put you on full screen here. Tony's out checking eBay. Can you handle it, Tony?
Headless.
Yikes.
Autographed copy.
That's a good one.
For Rammstein, how badass is the beginning of the first Triple X movie? In the very beginning, he goes into the club, and that's Rammstein actually on the stage. You don't remember that movie?
No, I'm just laughing at Jules' comment.
Oh.
Wow.
You're going to get me on like the sexual offenders list. Yay, titties!
Okay.
Oh my God.
Tim, your meme material at GIF, like GIF or GIF, whatever material is perfect. That's where everyone discovered Rammstein, Tim. Maybe. Codebreaker, if you like Serbian film, you should check out Slaughtered Vomit Doll.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
If
you want to hear about some weird titles, talk to Gizmo. He's got some weird stuff in his collection.
Codebreaker's on his way to Norway to go meet up with him now. Brian is done. I'll watch it. Bang Bang. I love that opening for Triple X. Oh, geez, this stream's getting away. Okay, let's go reel it back in here. Keeping movies sealed in shrink wrap. How do you guys feel? Are you guys
no?
No, he said no. So, Tony, I know you open a lot of your seal books, but like Titans of Cult and stuff like that, you'll keep sealed, right?
Yes, that's correct.
How about you, Pops? Anything on that?
But I do open up all the Mondo still books.
Most of mine gets opened up. I'm pretty much as soon as I get it, I open it up. I want to see the inside. I mean, there's only certain movies I buy duplicates of. Usually, it's the movie the first time on 4K or stuff like that. Or it's a Screen Factory release. I want to see the reversible artwork. So so I pretty much open all my stuff.
Yeah, and back on that about the Titans of Cult. So there's some packages that are kind of different than regular packaging. The Titans of Cult packaging is really fragile and it breaks easily, the corners and stuff. So if I leave it sealed, it seems like it's a little bit more protected. Plus the fact that if there is damage underneath it, I don't know about it.
I understand that.
The Titans of Colt are super nice, but I do worry about their outer boxes if people constantly open and closing.
Yes.
But I have found a protector that fits them, so I'm okay with opening them.
Yeah, you have to
because I can at least protect it.
The top doesn't want to close on those after you open them. It doesn't want to shut.
That's true too.
I can't stand those Titans of Colt plastic boxes. The Lionsgate are very similar, and so are the Mondo Steelbooks. I was just messaging Tony yesterday. Those Lionsgate Steelbooks, I'm constantly finding damage to like almost all of them. The plastic on the outside, either crack corners or like there's creases in them or something like that. It's really difficult to get a good copy with those plastic slips on the outside of them.
I've seen the crack corners, and I'm starting to see them where they're not making them right. So there's actually like waves to the plastic because they're not tight enough to fit over the steel.
That's what I sent to you. There was 6 of the copies of Fish told me about it because I'm missing it. What was it I sent you yesterday, Tony? It was Ghost in a Shell or Ghost in a Shell. It got re-released, and there was 6 copies, and I went through all of them, and they all were like damaged. They either had the air bubbles or whatever you want to call it, or like creases. It's a pain.
Right.
You know, my Lionsgates are like that.
Yeah, same way with these things.
I love those.
The acrylic packaging is the same way. It gets real brittle.
Yeah,
and the corners crack. Plus, it's got like a 50-pound paperweight on the inside of it that's not helping.
I did a YouTube post on that whole series.
Yeah.
And are yours, are any or all of them? Can you move it and hear it sloshing around? Yeah, they did not. They did not build that very good inside.
No.
Tim, you got those too. Now, Chuck, Pops, did you guys get those?
No.
Yeah, all 4 of them. And you have you have to be very careful with those those paperweights inside because the paper on either side is very flimsy. You can easily tear it. So
mine was just like the glue they used didn't hold. Like I was able to take the paperweight out and fold the paper back and press it back together. But if I were to just sit up here and do this a whole bunch, it's gonna just come undone again.
I think the people that
three of the 4 were like
the people that made the Saw set must have helped with this packaging.
They just need better glue. It just needs stronger glue. If they put stronger glue in there, it would hold.
Yeah.
You guys aren't as much poster guys, but did you know that the artist that actually did all the art for those sold them on their site, and you got big 24x36 screen prints with those sets.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. So I have the Blade Runner was already sold out, but I have big giant prints for the other 3 movies. It's really cool.
That's awesome. I hope they keep the series going. I really do. I want to see more in that style. I wasn't expecting them to be as big as they were. I was not expecting that when they showed up.
I think they're still. Okay. I think you could get either a few of them or all of them from.
Goodfellas is gone. It's not even on the site anymore. It's not even like a sold out thing. It's just gone.
Now,
I think 19.
Orbit, they still have a few of them. I think Orbit DVD.
Is it
a few or like 2 or 3 of them? I believe.
Blade Runner's definitely sold out, and so is Goodfellas.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Blade Runner and Goodfellas.
Blade Runner sold out quick. That sold out by far faster.
Yeah. So did the Colt Blade Runner. What did those end up going for now on eBay? Probably 150.
I hadn't even looked. I have no idea.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's frustrating. I mean, because so many people will buy a ton of them. Now, I got another question. I don't have it pulled up on here, but it relates to necessarily keeping your stuff sealed in shrink wrap. When you get posters, art cards, pins, things like that, do you, like that paperweight, for example, do you keep it all in the box, or do you take it out, display stuff? Is it hit or miss? Does it just depend?
If it fits in the box, I leave it in the box. But if it's like a separate thing, like Shout with all the posters, I have no idea. I want to hang them. I want to frame them and hang them. There's a good roll of them that I would love to just frame and hang, but I don't know what to do with them.
Now, how about you guys? Because the Arrow Video stuff, I keep the art cards in the case. I keep the poster in
that's what I do. I have 1,000 of those posters in my closet in there.
I do
too.
Scream
Factory posters, and I don't hang them up.
Here we go.
The posters I have in this room. Yeah, look at that.
Hey,
the posters I have in this room are different size.
Tony's fixing to have a sale. Are we doing an auction? Is this what we're doing?
Speaking of auction,
Oh my god! Oh, that's genius! Get the Christmas paper. Oh yes! I didn't do that.
He's still going.
You're so excited.
That's a smart.
Well, while we get Tony pulling those out, he brought up auctions. So
you guys don't want me to rally you up again about those Scream Factory posters, though, right? Because I definitely have thoughts on those damn posters.
Do you just throw those away too, Tim? You just throw them away?
No, anyone that watches me knows I am a big poster guy. I freaking love posters. Yeah. So they advertise those posters as, oh my Lord. Jesus Christ. He's still going too.
He knows he's got to put all that back, right?
They'll just be sitting behind him the rest of the stream.
If blows it over.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Don't put it on top of it.
Don't do that.
Don't put it on. That seems super dangerous.
No, put it on top. I want to see it.
No.
Oh my god, he's still going.
You think he's gonna take a bathroom break while he's doing this? I would.
Oh my god.
Well, give me a second because I got really quick. You mentioned something. So we've got an auction. I decided to enlist. Jody and I talked about it. He is officially selling all of his movies.
The whole thing.
So yes. So
to Tony. Tony's already put in an application with his wife to see if he's okay to do it.
Yeah, he was gonna do a paying for $50,000 each one, right?
Yeah, $50,000 a year for 4 years, and I'm totally fine with that. I don't know why he stopped talking about it.
And we also got Tony.
Oh Jesus!
Oh yeah,
collection for sale. A lot of those
so I got a few posters.
He's got a few posters. Yeah. Okay. What's the plan?
There's no plan, but the thing about it is, people talking about displaying their collection. There's no space for everything.
No,
I wish I had more space, but that's it. So I mean, I buy directly from Scream Factory because I do like to support the companies. So I always try to buy it directly from Scream Factory or Shout Factory.
Yeah.
And if there's a free poster, I'm going to jump on it.
Tony, I'm going to go ahead and put this out there right now. We can talk afterwards. If anywhere in that stack of posters you have the Halloween poster that came with the box, me and you need to talk.
Yeah, I do. I got the box.
He said I do.
And I respect you so much.
Free posters.
These are when they used to send all the posters in these little flat.
Yeah.
So gross.
Before they did
they can fold it like that. Yep.
Yeah.
Gross.
But those are the old things. Those are the old posters.
Yeah. Collection for sale, Tony.
Yeah.
Starting bid at $50,000. That's the starting bid. But Tim does not like the fact that you said free posters. He's made a whole video on this. So go ahead and rip them all, Tony. Or Tim.
You don't got to take me back to. I don't got to be full screen for it.
Oh, come on.
All right. Well, anyways.
Where are the titties?
Scream. And I like titties.
Look at this. Sorry.
Oh my God. Anyways, Scream Factory puts those things up on their site for full MSRP. It'll be the $34.99 or whatever the hell like that. Plus, you're paying the shipping. I think I paid for Evil Dead. Was it like $42 or some shit like that?
Something stupid.
That is to get the movie and the free poster, or you can get the movie from Amazon or some other place for like $27.99 with the free shipping. So you're paying for that poster. The poster is not free, and not to mention that free poster is actually shitty fucking quality. Like, they are garbage. I'm not saying the art is good. I'm talking about the actual paper quality. The quality of the poster is the equivalent of those end cap shit posters you will see at a Walmart or a Target. They are horribly cheap ass posters. Art is great, but they're garbage cheap posters. That flat out, you're paying for them too. That's.
Now, Pops, do you have all of them, Pops? I thought at one point you were.
No, I don't. I thought I had a lot of Scream Factory posters. After I seen Tony's, I'm hushing. I got
he's out.
And I'm not proud of it either.
Most of the time when I get my posters in, I will send them to people.
Yes. Yes, I have that. Yes.
That's for Ken.
Yeah.
Tony,
love that image.
Gut says I want to see his garage.
And I'm Tony. I'm not meaning to call you out. It's more so I hate that Scream Factory advertises them as free posters.
Oh, I know
I hate it.
It does make me feel good about purchasing directly from them, though. Like you said, you're paying the premium price to get these posters because you're paying the MSRP for it, and you're not getting the discounts from Amazon or whoever.
Yeah, no, I get where you're coming. I honestly get it both sides. I go through Amazon just because I don't need the pins and all that stuff. They're charging like what, $60 for pins?
I don't buy the pins.
I mean,
yeah, but it's about $60. I don't buy the pins either.
Yeah, they're going from like 30 or 40 to $90 with the pins. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't buy the pins, but yeah, you see like a billion posters behind me.
Tony, they're bidding on your collection starting at $150. It's up to $160.
Keep it coming. Oh, there's a price I could talk about.
Yeah, Adam says it looks like he has every poster.
I had a poster. I've got the poster.
What would y'all do if physical media stopped altogether? That's a great question right there. If physical media, if they came out and said every company's done with physical media after 2023, where would you guys stand with that? Would you be?
I think I'd be happy because look, I mean, I've got plenty.
I'm kind of
I've been good for a while.
I'm kind of in the same page as you. Like, that's why when everybody's like, "Oh, it's a slow week. There's only one movie coming out," I'll take a slow 3 months of
yeah.
Let me catch up a little bit. There's backlogs of movies I need to watch and other stuff I need to buy. I could go for like one release a week. That's all that I would buy, and I'd be happy. So that's a great question, though. Tim, Jody, Chuck, what are you guys' thoughts?
I would be all right for a little. I mean, even if they stop producing, I don't own everything, so there'd still be a hunt factor, for me to be still going after stuff that I want. It would be sad, but and at the end of the day, it just makes your collection worth more if you're that kind of collector.
Yeah.
And I have multiple hobbies that my movie money would transition in some of that other stuff. I'd probably grow my vinyl collection more, my poster collection. So whatever.
I'd survive. I'd find ways. Yeah. Hope I got what I got, and I'd survive for a time. I'm sure at some point I'd lose it like a fucking mental patient, but
yeah. My wife would throw a party.
Yeah. For Tony, where would your wife throw a party to?
She might actually come back to me.
Oh,
I probably could pay my house off. If physical media stopped for a year, I probably could pay my house off.
Yeah. Yes, glad you mentioned this, Tim. They are not free, quote unquote free. Save a shitload of money, Dirk. Yep. Tony will never watch all those posters. Ridiculous.
You'll never watch them.
We can't all afford $60 to $1,000 posters and one sheets. I mean, yeah. Cody from Duty Loves Movies was telling me about how much one sheets are of some movies, like 300 plus.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know it? So I'm going to be meeting Michael J. Fox, and I would have loved to have an original Back to the Future. That is way out of my price range. You are talking thousands of dollars to get, thousands. Any of those big, like a Terminator, Alien, things like that, the prices are insane. As you go back to classic posters too, stuff that not many survived, you could be spending 15, 20,000. No joke.
And Tony, did you rewatch Back to the Future yet?
Oh no, I haven't had time for that. I've seen it once or twice in my lifetime. There's other movies I've never seen. I'm really trying to focus on the ones I haven't seen.
I'm trying to keep up with the chat here. What do you guys do with the extra slips? I just put an empty Blu-ray case for right now. I'd love to buy an extra movie of it because of my OCD, but it's just too much.
Where did that come from?
Covers.
It was in his back pocket.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm an organized collector. I know where everything's at.
Oh yeah, you have to for sure.
Wow,
right, Brian?
That was amazing.
I can't wait for Tim Talks Titties ranking streams, ranking all of the tits. All good. I do support buying from the companies themselves, and most of the time don't get damaged goods from them either. Tony,
that's true.
Face purple, wide eyes. That market would skyrocket. Gizmo, yep. I love slow weeks, but man, when it's a mega 3 weeks, yeah. Yep. I would be like, I'm good. I can watch all my movies now. Yeah, that was a good question.
Finally.
I would hire a pack of trained dogs to reenact all new movies going forward. Amen, Gizmo. Agree, Gizmo. Tony's wife is my wife 10 years from now.
What?
So you said she left you and then comes.
No, I don't think that's what he's saying. He's talking about Michelle being, who knows? Tony's wife is my wife 10 years from now. I don't know how to take that.
That sounds to me like he's coming after your wife. I take it offensively as hell.
Oh, jeez.
I think what he's meaning is Michelle's going to turn in. I don't know. I can't make sense of it.
Can't explain yourself.
Sounds filthy. That's what it says. Sounds filthy is what it sounds like.
Oh my goodness. I think y'all are digging too deep into that one. Laugh out loud, Ken. I only have RoboCop original poster and Texas Chainsaw Japan original poster. I collect a lot, but still things are expensive as fuck. All my posters are original until I'm proven. Otherwise, laugh out loud. Yeah, Ken is talking about your wife, Tony. Get him.
Get him.
Michelle.
You think she's going to leave all of this?
Right?
She might.
She might.
He wasn't doing this to show himself off. He was literally pointing to his collection. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not.
Right, exactly.
All right. Almost done here. One last thing we'll talk about. What do you guys expect or hope for the future? Like, what do you guys hope for the future of physical media? I mean, if you guys could, I guess, predict or say what you would want to see, something different or change or maybe whatever it might be.
I think the fact that, like during the pandemic, everybody was thinking that pretty much physical media was going to be going away, and everybody was streaming. Target, Best Buy, everybody was cutting down their physical inventory of physical media. But as we have seen this past year, everything's just booming and getting bigger and bigger. Well, I say that about physical media, but not necessarily in stores. But physical media, to me, I don't think it's going away anytime soon. So I think in the future, it's just going to probably stay pretty steady.
Tony, it's what I expected. I meant I'm on the path to driving my wife away with excessive physical media collecting.
Yes.
Thanks for clearing that up, Ken.
Jeez, guys, don't ask me to explain every comment. I'll be here all night. Okay, let's see here. It's funnier this way. My Best Buy is zero physical media.
Yeah, mine doesn't either.
Mine doesn't.
We still do. Certain locations have better physical media than others, but Pops, go ahead. I'll let you kind of touch on that here.
Well, the future of physical media.
Yeah, what you kind of hope for or whatever.
It'd be nice to be able to go back into the stores and see rows and rows of movies like you used to back in the day at Best Buy. I really miss that. I would go in Best Buy and I would spend a long time in there just going over the movies and stuff like that. Now I do most of my shopping online. The only thing I really get from Best Buy now is steelbooks. Most of the time I pre-order those, they come to the house. So my going to Best Buy is a lot less than it used to be because you have maybe 2-3 rows and like a new display shelf in front, and that's it. And most of the time you go in there, it's the same shit. The same stuff they've had every time I go in there, with the exception of a few new releases. So I would like to see the stores. I would like to have a store here that is just a big box store that nothing but movies. We have nothing like that in my hometown. We have Target, Walmart, and Best Buy, and all three of them suck for buying movies. So I hope that it keeps growing and growing and growing, and stores realize there's money in this instead of thinking it's just going to go away. So
somebody said Walmart. My Walmart, Tony, I've reached out to you about it. I can't get those slip covers, the exclusive slip covers, if I want them, because no Walmart by me has the steel books or exclusive slip covers that other people in other states have. And I swear Ken's got the best Dollar Trees out by him. He gets everything from Dollar Tree. Mine doesn't have a Blu-ray, not one. I'm like, what the heck?
So I work an hour away from where I live, and so within that 1 hour distance, there's 3 Walmart stores that I have to go past. So the 2 closest to my work don't ever have anything, and it's the one closest to where I live that actually had all of these John Wick's releases and stuff. But it's just it's a mixed bag. It just depends from week to week what they have.
Yeah. Chuck, go ahead, take it away. What do you kind of hope for?
I just hope that, I mean, everything is getting just more expensive and whatnot, and I just, with all the streaming and whatnot, there's constantly problems. I hear people having a lot of problems with them. I see people constantly saying like, "Oh, I got up this morning and half my digital library is gone because this company decided that they're not doing this anymore. So your shit just disappears. It doesn't matter that you paid for it. It's gone." So physical media, I don't think is going anywhere for a while. I think with the boutique labels, that has definitely helped for sure. I just hope that it doesn't turn into what Severin is doing, because they are just absurd with their pricing. They're constantly lying to their customers. I don't know why a lot of people still support them. It's kind of sad. I used to love Severin, but I mean, it just happened, I think, this past weekend. They had a table at whatever the hell convention was, and there's that 4 Flies that they said, "Oh, Black Friday exclusive only," that everybody fucking knew it was going to show up at conventions. And everybody knows the next sale they have, it'll be on their site. But
well, they did that
on their
podcast
site as a slip box. It comes as a slip box. It was like $55, which is absurd. And I just hope it doesn't turn into a lot of companies doing that kind of stuff.
And they did that podcast where they called us cardboard enthusiasts. Is that the words they used?
Yeah, then they were trashing everybody. And they were trashing everybody that was complaining that their site said slip box and it didn't come in a slip box, and they fucking just trashed everybody. Like,
trashing your fan base is not a smart move.
No, what company does that?
That's really bad. I don't know why you would. You literally make those cardboard boxes. Why are you trashing them in your fans who support you and buy those? Like Tony Pops.
You're trashing the people that are keeping you in business. That's
right. And they're making those special boxes for people like us to buy.
Yeah.
Right.
And to sell the product.
So I don't think I think physical media is in a good place because of all the streaming issues, the digital copy issues disappearing. I just hope that we can still keep it at affordable prices.
Severin will never get my money again. They are lying, cheating rats, and they are also rude when you write them. I've heard they don't have the best customer service. It didn't sound like it. I emailed Severin and they sold me 4 Flies after it sold out. Yeah, the whole 4 Flies thing is bullshit.
It's not sold out. It's never going to be sold out.
Yeah. And they came out in the podcast and they were like, "We never said it was a Black Friday exclusive."
They
did.
100%.
Only available during this weekend.
Yeah.
And then they came out in the podcast and said, and then they came on the podcast and say, "No point did we say that if you go back and watch the podcast," because I listened to that. But a company that has really good customer service is this one. And I know some of you buy from them, but Makeflix. They're really good. When this actually got released, it was like it went up for sale at 8 a.m. and then by 8:01 a.m. it was all sold out, 1,000 copies somehow. And I emailed or I DM'd them on Instagram, and I didn't send them the nicest DM. And they were so nice, even though I was disrespectful. And they were like, "Would you like us to set one aside for you?" Because we had a lot of people order like dozens. And so we're going to have a ton more back in stock. And I was like, yeah. And then I DM'd with them they're great. They're another good company that has great customer service. They look out for their fan base. But Tim, I'll let you go. And then Jay Fox, we want to talk about the future. Tim's getting angry over there.
I'm not getting angry.
I can see it.
That's just his face.
Oh,
I'm sorry. What do I resting bitch face or something? Man, I like titties. Jesus
how can you have resting bitch face?
But anyways, about 15 years ago, we saw stories about the Kindle was going to kill the physical book. Physical book sales were in the shitter, and now you look and indie bookstores are opening up all over the place. It has rebounded massively. You look at vinyl sales. Vinyl records were on life support in the 2000s, and they just keep growing, and more record stores are opening up all across the country. The key is we need indie stores, not the big box stores like Target, Best Buy. Fuck them. They're not the future. The future is little indie stores. If little mom and pop shops can open up around the country and do what they did for books and records, there could be a future for brick and mortar stores for movies. I mean, somehow vinyl survived streaming, books survived digital. Why the hell can't movies?
Yeah. I don't think we're going I don't think we're going anywhere anytime soon. Blue Underground's owner did a podcast or whatever with Cyril at Midnight, and at one point he had said that he thinks in 5 years from now physical media will, like boutique labels, will not still be around, except for companies like Criterion. I disagree. I do think that there's a market for boutique labels, and I think they're selling really well. But I mean, that's just me. Jay Fox, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't see it going anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to be how you get it. It's going to change. I think all these big outlet stores are slowly going to go away, like Best Buy. I think when Walmart starts looking like a lot of Best Buys when it comes to movies, mine, fortunately, the couple around me still have a pretty decent amount, more DVDs than Blu-rays, but it's there. I think when we start seeing those get as slim pickings as your Targets and your Best Buys, I think that's going to tell you that you're gonna see boutique labels picking up more distributing licenses. I think that's going to be the way it's going to end up going. You're probably going to have not a lot of boutique labels stick around for that, but I think your Arrow, your Scream Shout, a lot of these are going to start getting licenses to distribute these movies, and we're going to get some awesome additions out of it. I think Lionsgate is kind of showing everybody right now, if you put a little time in your releases, they're going to blow out of the water. I mean, they've had the best year ever, the best years ever since they've started doing this Steelbook lineup. Their sales are just incredible. I would love to see some mom and pop style physical media. I just don't know how good it would be. A lot of used. I don't know if a mom and pop store could pull off new, because the MSRP on that shit is just dumb, and they wouldn't be able to get good deals. They wouldn't be able to buy enough to get that price down. I used to work for it.
I was going to say MSRP on vinyl records is also, I'm regularly paying $45, $50 on records. So
I think if we got to a point where that's where people would have to go, there would definitely be. But as long as Walmart and places like that have got a selection, I don't think you'd be able to do it very much, because you'd have to turn around and resell it for, $40+ for a movie, because you can't get a big enough deal, because you're not gonna be able to order enough.
And Lionsgate has proved you don't need to sell. I'm going to call Disney out here. You don't need to sell stuff for $34.99 to sell. I mean,
no,
to make money or whatever. Lionsgate is probably, like you said, I would assume they're killing it. I would assume Lionsgate.
They are. They are. I forget the post they posted. I don't know if it was them personally, but somebody posted their earning quarter for I think last quarter, maybe the quarter before that. They were up like 20-something%.
Yeah, $21.99. I mean, they went up in their price too, or Best Buy did at least. They went from like $19.99 to $21.99. That's still a great deal for a 4K Steelbook. You
can't rationally explain to me how Lionsgate can get artists to put art on a Steelbook, do a slipcover, and charge $19 or $21.99. when Disney turns around and does it and charges you $40. I don't understand that. And you can't make me understand that. You're just ripping people off. You're Disney, you own Marvel and Star Wars. I guess you can do that. But it's possible. Lionsgate's showing everybody that you can put out, and Paramount's starting to do it too a little bit. Paramount's putting out some decent Steelbooks, and occasionally they'll do a slipcover Steelbook, which is cool. But I mean, I think they're starting to realize that if they're going to be pushing physical media, that they need to push it not so plain. Do something cool. You can do it cost efficiently, and people are going to buy it.
Yeah.
So imagine this. Do you guys know Record Store Day? What it is at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine a future in a few years or something where all the studios and stuff actually got together and did a record store day, but movies, call it movie store day, whatever, but exclusive movies to that day, exclusive slipcovers to that day, stuff like that. Record store day drives so much sales.
Oh yeah,
it's insane.
I used to work at one. It was crazy.
Yeah, so imagine that with movies. That'd be incredible. Like, yeah, some people get sore that they missed out on certain things, but it's kind of that thrill of the hunt when you look through that giant, list that's like 10 pages long. I want to try to get this. I want to try to get this. It's fun as hell, man. I wish the studios and all that stuff will kind of get together and try to do something, unify instead of compete as much, because you survive together or you die together.
That would frustrate the hell out of me. I would be out of collecting if that happened.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that because it would literally be like a Black Friday scene. I'd be stabbing somebody for something.
Yeah, I enjoy the hell out of record store day. It is so much fun, and it's none of the ones I've been to. It's never like punching, stabbing. It's everyone's just going through, grabbing the stuff they want. It's kind of peaceful, but not. I don't know.
I don't want to see Tim on Black Friday. He probably goes with a weapon and just his angry passion and all that stuff. He's like, get out of my way. Baton just whacking people, stabbing people, ice pick, whatever.
We need to put on a loop his quote of "Keep your damn hands out of my fucking wallet." Was that it? What was it again? Just put that on a loop for it to pull out every now and then.
I got some good ones for Tim.
Yeah, good.
I got one where he says, slip covers, fuck them. And he threw it. Or not slip covers. It was J cards. And he just
fuck them.
Yep. Oh, geez. All right, let me catch up in the chat and I'll get us out of here. I know some of you guys got work early in the morning. Pops
5:30 in the morning comes early.
4:30.
Yeah. My favorite store has a line around the block for theirs. Yeah. We need the original Star Wars trilogy and the original cut before Lucas started playing with them.
Never did.
Also ride together and die together. Bad boys for life. In California, people are not nice about physical media to the younger generation, especially. Yeah. Just think about this. If someone releases the original Star Wars films, they will sell millions of copies. The VHS cost $100,000 now. Yeah. I will let you guys all kind of introduce or kind of give a little outro where they can find you. Everybody's links are in the description, so go ahead and subscribe to everybody. If there was any final thoughts in the chat, go ahead and say it. But Pops, go ahead.
Well, Bob, it's always been a good time. My channel obviously is Pops Movie Dungeon. My name's Alan. Everybody calls me Pops. And you can see behind me, I buy a lot of movies like everybody else on the panel here. We have a live stream coming up on Saturday. We're doing a top five war movies. That's our next one coming up. So that should be a good time. Don't know the time yet. We'll advertise it probably tomorrow, probably around 10 or 11 o'clock. Maybe a little bit earlier. I'm not sure. We have guys on the West Coast that's joining us, I think. Anyway, so that's coming up. Other than that, I got some more video ideas coming out. So you get subscribed, please do.
Awesome. And I think Tony's going to be in that with you, the war one, or am I?
I am, yes.
I think so.
Yeah, so I'm Tony, Basement Posters, and I like to collect factory posters. I could care less about movies or physical media. It's all about the posters. Anyways, it was fun doing this. Hopefully we got to express our opinions on how we like to collect and how every individual collector is different. Some people spend everything they got to buy stuff. Some people like to be frugal. Some people like steel books. Some people like to sling slip covers. Just any way, it's a unique community, but we should all get along together.
Yes, it couldn't have been said better. I hope we kept it civil tonight. We weren't trying to attack anybody.
Everybody but Tim.
Yeah. So with that being said, we're gonna skip Tim for right now.
Oh shit. Okay. Damn. All right, Stills Raising 4Ks, Instagram, and my collections for sale. I'll take 4-year payments of $50,000, and I'll deliver it all. Instagram, I post about upcoming things. I host group buys over there. TikTok, I just have fun. It's interesting over there too. YouTube posted a shit ton of stuff in January, not so much in February, and nothing so far in March. But I'm working on it, y'all. But this was fun. I enjoy each and every one of these gentlemen so much, and I love being parts of these things. So you can always hit me up on Instagram if you want me to talk more to you, or just come and make fun of Tim and him loving titties.
And honestly, Jody, the first time I reached out to you for that Steelbook thing, I was like, I don't know if he's gonna get back to me, but I followed you on my old Instagram 5 years ago, and so you were you and Ken and like Terrell were, one of the first people I remember talking to on Instagram.
Nice.
So long time ago.
I love talking to people over there.
Yeah,
me.
You don't like this part either, just like Tim, huh?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Just make fun of Tim.
On Instagram on here, although they added some type of stupid numbers to my name. Gore Forever, just type it in. I'm trying to do some more YouTube stuff, but I'm active every day on Instagram. Just relaying like things that have been posted that are coming out, sales, just any kind of stuff, and comment away, send me messages. I answer stuff. Like, I'm not one of those people that don't answer, so I'm just a collector like you guys out there, and I'm just having fun doing this. So chat away. I'm there.
Yeah, absolutely. Tim, I'm not going to skip you. I love you, man.
What can I say? This is a fun stream. Thanks, Bob. Yay movies, yay titties. That's whatever. I'm good. I got nothing to say. And I like titties.
That will be the greatest night of my life. I just want you to know that. My wife's not up here, so it's okay if I say that.
Well, like I said, I hope y'all had fun. I'm going to try and run through these. I don't want to skip anyone at the end of it. We got Fish saying fantastic stream. Hopefully Scream wasn't spoiled for anybody. Tried to do generators, which so hopefully I know I froze there. So hopefully nobody was spoiled. But yeah, they did. So hopefully y'all enjoy it. Y'all enjoyed it, I should say. And everybody in the chat, there's people here. So thank you so much. And we will see everyone next time. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody.